Presentation of the National Football League.
Is it me, or is Thursday Night Football on Amazon really quiet compared to the other channels that we watch foosball on? Maybe not. I don't know. Welcome to Thursday Night Football. Yeah. The Vince McMahon presented football. Welcome to Thursday Night Football. Yeah. Week 2 already. Slow down, NFL. You just got here. Well, it's all on Slay tonight because James Bradbury's not playing. And yeah, this Jefferson-Darius Slay battle is going to be fun to watch. Now, I don't know why there could be any hard feelings in this game. I mean, the Eagles only kicked the dog shit out of the Vikings last year in the regular season on a Monday night game around the same time of year in this very same building. Michael Buffer, how much did this cost? Ooh.
Philadelphia is ready for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching.
There should be millions watching on Amazon. Hey, Amazon, NFL football looks a lot better this time this year than it did last year, right? Remember that Chiefs-Chargers game that was in like 144p? I remember. I turned on the broadcast at 7 and had it muted in the background. And it's not frozen or anything once. And the picture is in beautiful 4K. So yeah, week 2 NFL. Slow down, NFL. I love you. Please don't leave us. I need you in my life right now. Eagles get the ball first at the 25. Fresh off a 25-20 win over New England that was anything but pretty. Outside of the first 15 minutes, the Eagles were pretty sloppy. Super Bowl hangover, and I don't really believe in that. I mean, history shows it's a thing, but I don't buy into it. This is a good team that should still be a really good team this year. This is a great team that should be great this year. Biggest competitions, the Cowboys and the 49ers in the conference, I think. DeAndre Swift, number 0. Little 5-yard completion to Devontae Smith. We became very familiar with these Eagles last year, late in the season and into the playoffs. A lot of guys back from last year. And it's good to hear Al Michaels' voice again. Fake it to Swift. Pressure up the middle. Hurts runs up the middle and gets dragged down a line. A yard short of the line. Third down.
Third down, let's call it 4. The rookie, Pace Jr., is really a great story to keep an eye on him.
Vikings lost a tough one to Tampa Bay Sunday. I think Tampa Bay might be a little better than we thought. But are the Vikings going to be able to back up the unbelievable record they had last year? I don't think so. They still should be a 9 or 10 win team, in my opinion. They're down. Hurts made a bad choice here, I think. No, he's going to beat him. He's going to beat him. First down. Wow. Thought he made a bad choice, but squeaked around the defender here. Baker Mayfield apparently figured out the Vikings' defensive signals and knew everything they were going to do, which begs the question, why did the Bucs only score 20 points last week? Shouldn't they have been able to score like 30, 35? Or does Baker just suck that bad that even when he knows exactly what the defense is doing, he can't do any better than that? Because his numbers were pretty okay. Didn't light him up. I think we got an injury. Or a timeout. Oh, concussion protocol, perhaps. It's a short week, the glory of Thursday Night Football. Not only do we have the glory of Thursday Night Football, you have Thursday Night Flexing late this year. Still don't know what the rules are on flexing and how soon the games have to be flexed, but dear God, Thursday Night Football flexing. What kind of fresh hell is that? Dallas Goedert. That receiver did not block for him at all out there. Where's my resident Eagles fan?
Defense there by the Vikings. Mark him down behind the line of scrimmage. So second down and 11.
Good job picking up that blitz. He's got Smith wide open. Oh, down at the 10. First and goal, Eagles. That was slightly underthrown there by Jalen Hurts. Could have been a touchdown. Look how skinny Smith's legs are. Screened A.J. Brown. No help out here except Devontae Smith. They're outnumbered 4-on-2. Goes nowhere. I was going to say the Vikings defense looked like they were doing a lot of things well here early, and then they just get burned deep. They forced a couple of negative plays, just barely gave up the first down on the first set of downs. And then, yeah, Devontae Smith burned them deep. Other than that, they're pursuing very well. They're, getting pressure up the middle. We'll see if they can hold them out of the end zone. DeAndre Swift, a yard, third and goal. Like I said, the Vikings are doing a lot of things well here defensively. There is Kirk Cousins. Go Vikings. They showed Cousins sitting on the sideline. Cousins looked like me in the break room most of tomorrow, now that I'm good and pissed off.
Tonight, you can see in this very first drive, they want to get the ball downfield and be much more aggressive. 25 points last week at Foxborough, but only one offensive touchdown.
Ooh, he faked it, keeps it himself. Short gain, fourth down. Take your field goal, Philly.
Last week, again, deep downfield, settled for a field goal, and Elliott kicked 4 of them last Sunday. Yeah, and this is where they obviously, in a game like this, where they're still trying to find that identity, usually see Hurts get on the edge there with the ability to pull it, give it, or throw it into the corner. But give the Vikings credit, they did not lose the edge of their defense there. Jake Elliott missed an extra point last week, but he was the NFC Special Teams Player of the Week with 4 more field goals. Chip shot here from 24 out.
It's good. 3-0 Eagles.
Set up by that long pass to Devontae Smith. Cash in for 3. 3-0 Philadelphia.
Downloading podcasts for work tomorrow if I'm not too pissed off in the morning to go. Ooh, what if tomorrow's the day he just says, fuck it? What would go a long way in making me not want to do that would be an apology. We need a new manager at my job. Just being real with you. Even before he pissed me off and I liked him, we need a new manager. And I say that as somebody who's not fit to manage the store either, so it takes one to know one. I'm not saying, oh, I could do better. No, I don't want to be a manager. I could never do it, but we could have better. I've had better. Oh, God. Is that the next Thursday is Giants 49? Are the Giants going to lose by 40 again? Yeah, Giants 49ers next Thursday. Can't wait for that one. Should be good for a laugh. I don't know who the Giants play this week, but they might be the first team to lose 2 of their first 3 games by 40 points. They'd have to be the first to do that, Ron. Or did the Dolphins do that a couple years ago when they were bad? The pre-Tua Dolphins. Because they were the shits.
You know that's William Penn. You told me that. Well, a lot of people think it's Ben Franklin, but it's... You would assume. Our boy Billy Penn. You coached me up on that yesterday. There you go. Yes. I'm a spreader. I appreciate that. Hang with me, man. Hang with me. This is an interesting story that you see that...
All right, Jefferson's out for revenge. He got shut down last year by Darius Slay. They talked about that coming into this game. Said Eagles fans won't stop getting in his fucking Twitter DMs and telling him, oh, you suck, Slay, shut you down. Because that's how Eagles fans are. Kirk Cousins, the most underrated and underappreciated quarterback in the league. And I'm so sick of the narrative that he sucks. On what fucking planet does Kirk Cousins suck? What fucking universe is this guy bad? Like, he's pretty good. I say that even though he sucked against the Eagles last year, but come on, dude.
Yeah, 6 with Minnesota. Before that, of course, 6 with Washington. Start with play action. Pocket is clean.
Throws a fucking dime to Jefferson. Gain of about 15.
Coming off a phenomenal season. NFL's offensive player of the year stopped there by Darius Slay. Right off the
Jefferson had an unbelievable game against Tampa, and when they lost, he looked so miserable. He looked like Julio did his last 2 years with the Falcons.
He makes plays downfield. A lot of times it's these routes. It's those deep crossers, sail route to the outside, and the very first play, a little play action, and they get him one-on-one, and he wins that matchup. Had a huge first half against Tampa last Sunday, and then did almost nothing in the second half.
Screen to Jefferson. Oh, Slay got him. If Slay didn't get him, Jefferson was going to be up that sideline. So what is their strategy? Is force the ball to Jefferson? Got to keep him happy. Like I said, he had a great game against Tampa, but just looked miserable afterwards.
Led this team to a 13-4 record last season. Made some changes. He wants to get bigger with some of his.
Don't forget, these are the Vikings that lost to the Giants, lol, in the playoffs.
One tight end look, one back, 3 receivers. He feels that they have more.
At home. Even worse. Offsides on the Eagles, but I think they get away with it. Yeah, they got away with it, and the pressure got to Cousins. Oh, Sweat there was offsides.
We should bring this up right away, Kirk. That offensive line for Minnesota is a makeshift line right now. Absolutely. You got to look how quick you see Sweat.
Well, if the Vikings' offensive line is makeshift, then this unbelievable Eagles pass rush that was only stymied in the Super Bowl by the shitty grass should have no problem here, right? Want to talk about the grass in the Super Bowl again, Eagles fans?
You're talking about now the weakness that Minnesota's in that offensive line is the interior. And that's a terrific defensive.
3rd and 9.
And deep.
Empty set up the middle. The pressure is incomplete.
Over the middle.
Osborne wants a flag, not getting one.
This is the problem with a backup center. He's going to work.
By the way, I picked the Eagles to win this game.
The problem is you leave the big man, Jordan Davis, all alone, one-on-one against Cleveland. You can see he's big, but he's really quick, especially when he knows it's a
That's contact to the head of the quarterback, fool. He hit Cousins in the face mask.
You like to make that throw with 345 pounds coming at you that fast. Probably won't be the only shot of the night either.
Ooh, that punt was almost blocked.
His punt, this is Britton Covey drifting.
Who fields punts inside the 10? And he fumbled! And the Eagles recover it. Their own fumble back at the 10. Woo!
The Philadelphia able to recover back at the 10, and that's where they will begin their second drive of the night.
Oh!
3-0 Eagles.
Close one. Breaking news, my back still hurts. Hey, did you guys see that stupid bitch Amber Heard in the Aquaman trailer?
Brings hit movies like Barbie from the theaters to your home in one app with one password. Find your happy place.
Is Barbie on a streaming service yet? I want to watch it out of morbid curiosity. Oh my God, it's the Liberty Bell.
Back Josh Metellus, we've just learned he is questionable to return because of his right shoulder. You see him go down there. He has been taken back to the locker room.
Thursday Night Football, ladies and gentlemen. Injuries on a short week.
No, just signed a contract extension last week and started last week against Tampa Bay and has 6 tackles. Meanwhile,
Eagles lucky to hang on to the ball. That's how I know they're going to win this game.
Ringo, so
3-man rush. Goddard's wide open but out of bounds. Didn't get the feet in.
So Goddard was only targeted 1 time last week in New England, and already in the first 7 minutes of the game, 2 targets. Yeah, they right away trying to get him involved. Obviously, such a big part. You know, Brian Flores make that Metellus is a chess piece because he can do so many different things. Right now, this is a defense that he has inherited, that they don't have superior corner play. They brought over Brian Murphy from Arizona, but they're still kind of finding that to become a strength. So in the meantime, the safeties have to step up. So a big loss with Metellus out.
They go to Goddard.
Gain of 5 to Dallas Goddard.
3 times, 2 catches. That defense, of course, is problematic. They had to make changes. They brought in Flores. Last year, they had the second worst defense in the league.
Yeah, really. Yeah, the last 3 years have been really a tough aspect of this football team. And I think Brian Flores brings, as we know, a much more aggressive approach with his background in New England. He's the head coach at Miami. And you saw that last week in their opener against Tampa Bay, and I think you're going to see it again tonight against Philly.
Boston Scott comes into the backfield.
False start. And because they're not Kansas City, it will get called.
Number 65. Off-guard penalty. Third down. Clay Martin makes the first penalty call of the game halfway through the quarter.
Eagles are kind of picking up where they left off against New England. A little sloppy offensively.
Brian Flores is known with his reputation and with that background, especially on third down, being incredibly creative, very multiple, tries to give you a lot of different looks, wants to confuse the offensive line and the quarterback and attack the protection. And without having those great corners,
Trips rot.
behind that pressure look.
Bunch 3 receivers to the right side. Hurts looks that way.
Everybody's covered, which means nobody's on the quarterback, but they get him down.
Hard hit.
4th down.
14-yard line from Jordan Hicks. So it's 4th down.
Again,
Vikings defense off to a good start.
He's got 3-man rush. He knows it's third down and long. Let's take everything away downfield. Shows a little bit of pressure, but drops out of it. Now you look at that. Rush at 3. Look at all those defenders, and everything's taken away. And as athletic as Hurts is, you're willing to give that up and just rally to the football. Playing zone, eyes on the ball. Good job again by Minnesota's defense.
Aaron Sipas to punt from the goal line. Brandon
Not a great punt.
46-yard line.
And they're going to get a return out of it. The 40. Oh, he fumbled. And it's right into the arms of an Eagles player. I told you the Eagles are going to win this game. The Eagles fumble the punt. They get it back. The Vikings fumble it. It bounces right into the arms of an Eagle player. Tough scene. Oh, yeah, that ball's out. Right to the arms of a waiting Eagles defender. What a bounce. Eagles catching early lucky breaks just like against New England that bailed them out in that game.
And the Eagles on top 3-0.
They're about to start that drive plus territory at about the 30-yard line. Instead, they cough it up.
Yeah, it was. What a turn. Oh. Just a massive hole opened up on the left side of the offensive line.
To the 34, he goes tackled there by Harrison Smith.
With Kenny Gainwell out of the lineup with a rib injury, Swift gets his opportunity. Didn't have a lot of touches or a lot of opportunities. Local product, St. Joe Prep here, a great high school program.
I didn't have high expectations coming into this game. Another big hole for the run game. First down.
Let Miles Sanders go. Gained over 1,000 yards. He's now with Carolina. Of course, everybody's the old cliche, running back by committee, but I prefer what Mike Tomlin says, distribution of labor.
Right. And they sure have that, don't they? You got 4 different guys that can carry the ball. With Gainwell out there down to 3. It's nice.
Running back by committee can be frustrating, but I think it's better for the running backs, health-wise. And Swift bounces another run to the outside, another easy first down. Just run the ball.
13 and a first down. Another one. Tackled there by Harrison Smith.
Eagles are really overplaying the middle,
To go up here, but a good
or the Vikings are really overplaying the middle, and the Eagles are taking advantage of it.
Lane Johnson to your far right. See, Minnesota works to the inside because they
That's why they were getting pressure in Hurts' face on the first drive. They're just all about the middle.
vision by Swift. It gives you an idea of what he's capable of doing. Really created that play on
This is a good adjustment by Philly.
Ball right on the midfield.
Run it again. Just run it till when you're running the ball like this. Just run it till it doesn't work anymore.
For the first-year Eagle.
Ooh, play action. And pressure up the middle again. And Hurts is sacked. And because he's on natural grass, he will live to play another game, right, NFL?
They were not surprised at all by that 1st and 10 play action. You see again the rookie linebacker Pace walked up into the line.
Yeah, Eagles played right into the Vikings' hands on that one.
Right side, Hunter doing a good job putting pressure off the edge, and then it collapses the pocket. Really a group effort there, and Brian Flores dialing it up, even on 1st and 10. Not fooled at all there. After a couple nice runs by Swift, the play action doesn't catch him off guard.
7-yard sack. Boston Scott back in the backfield on a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, back to play action. Vikings drop off and play coverage that time. And it goes nowhere. 3rd and 16.
The Vikings are on top of him. Theo Jackson making the tackle. 3rd and 16 upcoming.
If you're a Vikings fan right now, it's only your 2nd time to be able to see this Vikings defense this year. They're good to see Metellus over there working and trying to work his way back. It's just obviously such a different unit with Brian Flores as the defensive coordinator. It was more of a bend but don't break type of defense a year ago. Didn't work out.
Forgot that Brian Flores is on their staff now.
More of a defense that matched my philosophy on offense, more aggressive, more attacking. So we went out and brought in Flores, and these first couple weeks we're getting an idea of what they're capable of doing.
Got his man 3rd and 16.
Intercepted. Oh, what a shot. Did you see Harrison Smith come in and hit Devontae Smith? I think that was Smith he laid out.
Jackson, who got beaten on the long pass to Smith, atones for that. 3-0 with 2.
Okay, they trade turnovers.
In the opening
3-0 Eagles. Yeah, Jackson makes a great pick. Now watch Harrison Smith come in here. Oh, they cut away from it. Pop Devontae Smith. And I'm thirsty. I'll be right back. Is that Tina Fey in a horror movie? Sorry, I'm guzzling this orange Gatorade. Gatorade Zero. Because it hydrates me. TMI, but I came home and took a piss today, and my piss was like bright fucking orange. So I'm like, oh, I was dehydrated, right? That's what that means? I don't know. Maybe that contributed to my back pain flaring up at like a 1 today. When I still had an hour of work to go, and 2 hours before had promised I would stay late, and I was like, oh, god damn it.
Delaware River between Pennsylvania and New Jersey, the Vikings and the Eagles in the season premiere of Thursday Night Football. Kirk.
Yeah, we saw this last week, that mug linebacker look. Jackson in for Metellus as a safety. They have to play linebacker up there tight, showing the pressure and snap of the ball. They drop. Remember, it's 3rd and 15, 3rd forever. And this is just a mistake by Jalen Hurts. I mean, he just didn't even see it. He predetermined where to go with his football, and it's a nice job of just sitting and reading the eyes that time by Theo Jackson. I'll tell you, the free safety, find him. If that's not picked off by Jackson, find him has a chance to maybe step in front of it. So just a misread there by Jalen Hurts on that 3rd down and long.
Hurts with only 6 interceptions all season long last year. 2 ticks under 3 minutes to go in the opening frame.
Al Michaels has become very subdued since going to Thursday Night Football. Another fumble. Another fumble, and the Eagles recover.
Eagles think they have it.
Yeah, he fumbled.
And
He did.
we're waiting for the signal from the
They do. Eagles ball.
Philadelphia ball. So right
Lord.
2 turnovers. Justin Evans comes away with it. And it
So now it's 2-1 on the turnover battle.
Devontae Maddox may have gotten his hand in there. There's Job and there's
Oh, nice. Maddox did force the fumble.
Everybody's going to want to see this. Just take a really good close look. Make sure he's up. Yep, ball is out. And Philadelphia gets the second turnover. So 3 last week in the first half against Tampa. 2 tonight on the
Look how long number 30 sleeves are. Who's 30 for the Eagles? That's some long fucking sleeves.
to the Eagles offense.
5 in the first 5 quarters of the season. So a short field now, 11 turnovers in the first quarter over the last.
I wonder if the Vikings had a negative point differential last year with those kind of numbers.
Lead from the 39-yard line now.
Eagles basically get the ball back where they were. Man, they are not letting Hurts get away with anything. Crowd's booing. Oh, Eagles fans, you're up 3-0. It's early in the It's early in the game, and you're already booing.
This is a great play on the outside, but watch Jordan Hicks. You know, you could be red here. You could worry about the tight end out of the flat. Both he and also Harrison Smith, well schooled on a short week to anticipate that extra half of the quarterback run game. Both are in position there to force him back inside.
Only a 3-man rush, 8 drop back.
There's A.J. Brown.
A.J. Brown in the trade of the year, how he rose
Who's here? It says there's 4 of you here.
Tennessee last year, and he had a spectacular season. Not as good as it gets between Brown and
What's up,
Jefferson.
Cowboy? As soon as I say that, Cowboy comes through with the
Make an argument best game.
Rodgers joke.
You know, they want to be able to
You want to see Aaron Rodgers play? Wait till next season.
Devontae Smith.
He pretty much confirmed today he's going to come back next year.
Third down for this Philadelphia offense. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
3rd and 5.
Jefferson.
Somebody take advantage of a turnover here, please.
But you're right, as far as the tandem is concerned.
Yeah.
With Brown and Devontae Smith. 5.
And Hurts is swallowed up again. He is not getting away with anything. And the crowd boos some more as the Eagles fail to take advantage of the turnover.
Well, obviously, no matter what
And both teams have a lot to be pissed about right now.
the Super Bowl last year, we're week 2, and they're already letting them know. It's just that
Oh, that's why they're still butthurt about the Super Bowl. Hey, can you blame the grass for Jalen Hurts not doing shit so far in this game?
good to see Metellus back in there, just trying to run a
Blame the grass. That worked for you in February.
delay and allowed Minnesota to get that.
He had to try the 55-yard field goal here. I hope he misses it. Hear this crowd just lose their fucking minds.
He's already booted one tonight.
And it's no good. Woo!
Team cash in. And the crowd says 42 ticks,
Only 3-0 Eagles.
3-0.
Neither of these teams are looking good right now. Did this dude kick a 60-yarder to beat the Giants here once? I'm so fucking thirsty. Drinking so much I can't breathe. I'm sure Eagles social media is being a very rational group of people about the struggles of their team right now. Tara Labonte's daughter responded to a video NASCAR posted 2 hours ago. It says there's only one Dale Earnhardt, and it's him, Rick, and Labonte at Bristol. And Tara Labonte's daughter just put, "This still pisses me off." Oh, that's funny. And Dale Jr. just posted the upside down smiley face emoji. Oh, that's funny. All right, somebody do something. Cousins is down, tripped up by his own line. He was trying to do a play-action fake, and he got tripped immediately. Man, in this first quarter, we got 30 seconds left in this quarter. The Vikings are hurrying back to the line here for some reason. Because they're pissed, I don't know. Ugh. They don't have to run a play if they don't want to. Quarter can end. So, offsides. He got Fletcher Cox to jump. Free play. Taking a shot. Oh, Jefferson almost made a one-handed catch. But they'll get a free 5 yards and end the quarter. Yeah. After that catch Jefferson made against Buffalo last year, and you get a free play, throw it straight to him. Triple coverage, doesn't matter.
It's going to take us to the end of the quarter. Here's Clay Martin. Offside. Defense. Number 91. 5-yard penalty. Remains second.
And a frustrating first quarter for both teams comes to an end. Ted Bundy. Are you related to Al Bundy? Is that part of the Bundy mythos? End of the first, 3-0. You can see on the screen. Don't even know why I'm telling you. Oh my God, it's Anakin Skywalker. Why are they showing a Disney Plus commercial on Amazon? Isn't that the competition? You get Disney Plus with ads for $2 a month. Why the fuck would I want to do that? I can just bum somebody else's Disney Plus for free. Like I've been doing for the last 4 years. I've had a couple of different Disney Plus accounts that weren't mine. Who can afford to pay for streaming services? Just use your friends. Sold Alice Dodge. You didn't want the Volkswagen. Why? Because there was a body in the back of it.
Goodell. Next to him is Curtis Martin.
Seen a lot of Roger Goodell on my TV in the last week.
And doing a great job there. Michael Vick, of course.
Vic wearing an Eagles hat. Traitor!
Provided a few thrills. Al Michaels, Kirk Herbstreit, Kaylee Hartime. When we start the second quarter after a very strange opening.
That was a strange first quarter. Both teams are playing like ass.
Hold there at midfield by Addison, the rookie. It'll be third down.
Third and 3.
That's more of what we expected to see from this offense is being able to get the ball out in a hurry. And Darashaw is out. And look at this offensive line. One of the concerns you have is Uda is now in a left tackle. Is you got a backup left tackle. You got a backup center. And you got a couple guards that are still trying to find their way. You're going against arguably one of the top defensive lines, if not the top in the league.
Put pressure on him almost every play. Line does a good job.
Oh my God, the Vikings got a first down.
By KJ Osborne. So it was second and 17. They turned it into a first down.
And they go no huddle.
And Josh Joe makes the tackle, and they come up no huddle.
You're going to see Kevin O'Connell try to mix things up. Anything he can do to try to get that defensive line on their heels, changing up that tempo.
Whoa.
Was early carry. That's Jalen Carter, their number 1 pick out of the University of Georgia, who made his presence felt last week and does so again tonight.
Oh, man. Schlopen, the backup center in for Bradbury, is saying, wait a second. First it was Jordan Davis out of Georgia, and now I get the rookie, Jalen Carter. I mean, everybody has just been talking about Jalen Carter since he was signed. Incredible camp, very humble attitudes, worked hard, fit in perfectly into that defensive line room, and as skilled as anybody in the league.
Rotating him in and out, the deep line, pass going on the outside.
Third and 8.
That is TJ Hawkinson, came over in a trade with Detroit last year. Zach Cunningham.
Old fumbling TJ Hawkinson.
Yeah, that's the answer. The only chance is you got to move
The white Eric Ebron.
and you got to get the ball out fast. Kirk Cousins is as good as anybody because of his experience and incredible prep and being able to decipher defenses and make quick decisions. I think Philly's answer to that.
What? You're allowed to say something positive about Kirk Cousins? I didn't know that.
Third and 9, C.J. Ham comes into the backfield, the fullback. Flair hit out. Pass
First down. Hawkinson on the run down to the 17.
to the 17-yard line where Evans makes the tackle. First down for the Vikings.
Good job here is stacking him.
I know I picked the Eagles to win, but I'm kind of rooting for the Vikings.
Safety. See, Evans has to play off. See, tight coverage on the receiver, Osborne, because he's stacked behind Osborne. It gives him some room to be able to.
Remember that check down Cousins threw to Hawkinson when the game was on the line in the playoffs? Throw a check down.
In rhythm there with a nice throw on third down.
24-yard gain. 17. Toss it. That's
Oh.
he has backed up Dalvin Cook. They let Cook out the door. Of course, he's with the Jets right now. Madison's been the backup. Can he ascend? I mean, he's not going to be Dalvin Cook, but how good can he be?
Well, he's a physical back. He's been around now. It's his 5th year out of Boise State. I think he runs tough. He runs physical. He's not going to be as explosive as what you saw with Dalvin Cook. Ty Chandler is backing him up. So, you know, in this era of NFL running backs talking about why aren't we getting paid? Why aren't we becoming the focal point of offenses? Minnesota's an example of really relying on Cousins in the pass game.
That was Avante
Bootleg.
coming out.
Jefferson.
Shoulder,
Race to the sideline. First and goal.
picks up the first down and sets up a first down and goal.
But you move him around. A lot of times he's out wide here. Really good job on 1st and 10. Using him to be able to work across. Good action. Ran the football. Come right back. Good job there of Cousins selling it. And then you slide him out there to the right. Tough for the defense to get all the way across the field and make that play. You know, a lot of times you see that tight end make that route for these offenses. This time, one of the more electrifying receivers out in space.
3 catches for J.J. 23 yards. The
Play action.
pass in, the pass
Throw it underneath. Oh, touchdown. Hawkinson sheds the defender.
broke away
Go Vikings! They take the lead.
5-yard line, and so the Vikings, who had done absolutely nothing until that drive, have the ball for 5 minutes, go from their own 45 and in.
Watch the defensive end, Derek Barnett. Watch the backers react. Just because you run a little bit, just as Kevin O'Connell says, just be efficient. And when you're efficient running the football, you get players out of position on 1st and 10. Philly attacking, anticipating run.
Did not see the Vikings scoring the first touchdown in this one. And they missed the extra point. Oh, no, he got it. The angle made me think he missed it. 7-3 Vikings.
Go in the opening half in Philadelphia. The Minnesota Vikings take the lead, 7-3.
Go Vikings. Oh, we finish off this damn Gatorade. Oh, I forgot the truck race is on, but I don't really care to check on it anyway. William Sawalich is the champion of the ARCA East Series. Who gives a shit?
I think this Minnesota defense is, again, setting the edges, not giving up that big play of Jalen Hurts. Look at the different looks that Brian Flores is coming up, creating confusion and some doubt in the communication up front for Philly's offensive line. This is just a misread by Jalen Hurts. And
Eagles offense equals doo-doo butter.
And get that big turnover.
2 games in a row now so far. Remarkably unimpressive.
An odd first quarter in Philadelphia had every opportunity, but that Brian Flores defense, not only keeping him in the game, but holding him to 3 points on 3 drives.
Yeah, bailed him out after the 2 turnovers. That was big. And then Kirk Cousins, that crafty veteran, did, one of the things we saw with Kevin O'Connell in that last series, some tempo, different formations, different personnel groupings, bootlegs, really trying to do their best to try to slow down that Philadelphia defense, and it really works masterfully there on that drive.
From the 25-yard line.
Oh,
Big hole through the middle, gain.
little 8-yard run. Keep the ball out of Hurts' hands, and good things will happen in this game, it looks like. Hi, kid. Jalen's going to get hot. He's going to get turned around here.
Behind the Eagles bench, he just got up to the quickest jog I've seen him with, as he's been working out his right hamstring. He's got a heating patch, and he's back there, but otherwise been stretching, and it does not look like he'll be back in this game anytime soon. On the other hand, we just saw cornerback Avonte Maddox for the Eagles head to the X-ray room. They were looking at that left shoulder.
And another first down for Swift. Swift had the hot hand, and they went away from him, and it ended poorly on the last drive.
You can see Swift get his hands on the football his career is a guy that can be a change of pace back, catch the ball in the backfield. But watching him out at Georgia, you knew that he had plenty of ability to run the football.
From the 35, Hurts checks it down. And there's the catch made by...
That's the most time Hurts has had tonight in the pocket.
It's worth talking right now about Jalen Hurts and just trying to, he told us yesterday in our production meeting, you know, last year's over. We're trying to find a new identity. We have a new offensive coordinator, new play caller, a lot of the same bodies that were here last year, but it's a new year. It's a new team. We have to gel together. And right now, doesn't he feel just a little hesitant? Like he just doesn't quite seem to be playing in that comfortable, confident way he was a year ago.
Not in rhythm yet. Here's Swift.
Sets up a 3rd and short.
The Eagles gained 54 yards on that long pass to Devontae Smith. One play, 54 yards. On the next 22 plays, or the other 22 plays, they gained a total of 54 yards.
They give it to Swift on the 3rd and 3, and he gets it. There you go.
Swift picks up the first.
And it feels like they're going back, you know, to this running game right now. And when they get Swift going, there's a good push here. You look at them overload there on that left side. They're just trying to get a big push, get behind the big fellas. Nice job by Landon Dickerson. Milano on the left side, opening that up, an easy first down. But
When are the Eagles going to wear the throwback uniforms this year?
throwing it down, but they got to hit
And why didn't they do it tonight for me?
You get the safeties down, you create some one-on-one chances, and you got the receivers to go downfield.
Again, they call his number. So the running game. So remember, Sanders, they let him go to Carolina. Gainwell, they thought might be the number 1 back. He could be. He started last week, but he had a rib injury, so that's why he's inactive tonight. Bring in Swift, bring in Rashad Penny, who looked so good so many times in Seattle, but just couldn't stay healthy.
And now you got Boston Scott in the game. So
Boston Scott's still on the team.
revolving door there, mixing in.
I never thought Boston Scott would be on the team while they let Miles Sanders walk to Carolina.
2nd and 7. And this time they give
Man, they're running the ball really well. It's the one thing they're doing well.
first down. Boston Scott. Been with the team for 5 years. Came off the practice squad in 18. 5'6", 203.
Al, I think you would agree that in this first half, this is the first time they just said, you know what, we're not going to get cute. We're going to get behind this offensive line. We're going to control the line of scrimmage, and we're going to just get a push and rotate our backs.
Do it again.
3rd and inches, they get an easy first.
Picks up the first down.
That's one way to combat a team that's throwing a lot of gimmicks and a lot of different looks. You simplify things up front. You get out a hat on a hat, and you get a nice push. This is a veteran offensive line. Cam Jurgens is in. You know, the only change that they had at right guard. But other than that, great communication. And you get a drive like this going, it can open up your whole offense.
Good news for the Vikings.
Run it some more.
He's back in the game.
And they do with Hurts.
Meanwhile, Hurts will take
And the Vikings get beat on this one for 8 yards.
before he scrambles out of bounds. They've already run the ball 17 times in this half.
Good.
Talked about how they're keeping the edge, and this time the corner, Murphy, he's got to be able to, instead of jumping inside there, he tries to use his speed against Goddard. He's got to get to the sideline, race Jalen Hurts to the boundary, cannot let him get around the corner, or he's going to pick up some big yards.
2nd and a couple.
Run it again. Another easy first.
Why not? Boston Scott.
Just matriculating down the field here, running the ball.
18 and a half.
Nice job by the veteran Jason Kelsey.
This offensive line's loving this.
Time and pace. From one
They're
barrel
making it
to
work.
another. He handles that and opens it up. A nice job of opening up that right side. 7 straight runs.
Yeah.
Make it 8 straight runs. If you throw here, you're a bitch.
One pass. Swift back in there.
Damn, the Vikings are loading up that line. And now the Eagles throw it away because Hurts hesitated and nobody was open. See, I told you got to stick with it.
2nd down to 10.
Brian Flores telling us this week, you know, that when Jalen Hurts checks Yeah, that time that was a win for Flores and the Vikings. Good adjustment. Nothing Hurts could do after that check, trying to get the ball out quickly to the outside.
Drop back pass. Man, the middle of the field's wide open for A.J. Brown. First down. Now get back to the run.
Minnesota brings pressure, but then they sink. They don't want to give anything up over top for a touchdown, so they're willing to give some routes underneath. The problem is who you're allowing to catch the ball. In this case, it's A.J. Brown, who knows what to do with the ball in his hands after. See how they just sink, drop in coverage? And then Jalen Hurts told us, he said, I just want to get the ball in my hands of my athletes and make them have to tackle my guys in space.
From the 17-yard line. Running it back with Swift.
And another good run. Swift's back in the game.
Talking about A.J. Brown, if you go to an Eagles practice, which we were at yesterday, and they don't have a uniform, you think this guy's an edge rusher.
Wow. And then you see him next to Devontae Smith, and he's at the other extreme, 170 pounds.
A.J. Brown's the definition of stud. First and goal inside the 5. And they have drained this quarter now. 11 out of 14 plays are runs on this drive.
That's 11 carries for 59 yards. Quite a homecoming so far for DeAndre Swift.
Back to it. Ooh. Down at the 1. Down at the 1.
You know who's loving this if he's looking down from above or wherever? Woody Hayes.
It's old school, right?
Go no huddle here. Second down and goal.
I bet it's the sneak.
Hey, there they go with the sneak.
Uh-huh.
They're going to push him in. They do that all the time.
It's the push. And it's blown dead. Nah, it's blown dead.
No play.
Would have been a touchdown, but I think the Vikings called timeout.
Checking.
Crowd's unhappy. Vikings timeout. And I bet the Eagles line up and run the same damn thing again because you can't stop it. Look at O'Connell. Smug bastard.
That's so pass dominant, it's all about the quarterbacks. And then you get a drive like this going. But why not? It's been successful. You get 15 plays, 12 on the ground.
And if you go back before this drive, they've been really struggling picking up and understanding where the pressure's coming from, trying to get Jalen Hurts going. He had to pick. They said to heck with it. Brian Johnson just says, we're going to pound them up front, dominate the line of scrimmage. They took it all the way down this entire field. They're about to punch it in right here.
And you've taken almost 8 minutes off the clock. Second and goal. Are they going to push him in?
Here comes the push. And it's in. Like I said, they'd run the same damn thing. You can't stop it. That should be illegal. Touchdown, Eagles.
They've run that play a few times, haven't they?
I think you got to go back to your earlier days on Monday Night Football.
That was an 8-minute drive.
Like that.
Yeah.
16 plays, 13 of them were runs.
Today's game you see at all, but I think they felt that they were opening some nice holes up for Swift.
Hell, even without the push he was in.
They get the short yardage so often they go to the sneak with the push from behind to get him in.
Yeah, the competition committee looked at that. It's an ugly play. It really is. You push the quarterback in. They thought about taking it out. They're going to look at it again next year, but for the moment it stays in.
Why would you ever take that out? It's just football.
Except you're an Eagles fan.
10-7 Eagles.
Point is good. 2:44 to go in the opening half. At the link, Philadelphia retakes the
Vikings could double up here if they run out this last 2 minutes, get a score, and they get the ball to start the second half. It's so good. I can't play too much of that because we'll get copyrighted. so fucking tired. Damn, Frankie Muniz got another DNF in the ARCA race at Bristol. Shit.
Documentaries and series in one app with one password. Stress-free streaming for every fan with Prime Video. Find your happy place. Looking down at William Penn City Hall, downtown Philadelphia. You know, they always talk about a beautiful night for football. It can't get any better than this.
This is perfect.
67 degrees. I mean, everybody's always had a great night for football. This is a great night for football.
67 degrees, and we just saw a drive where all they did was run the football.
It was nice and breezy on the way home today from work. I was shocked. It was not 9,000 degrees with insane humidity here.
Al, Jalen Carter entered this year's NFL Combine as the projected #1 overall pick, but then news broke that a warrant was out for his arrest. In January, Carter allegedly drove in a street race that resulted in another car crashing, killing his college teammate and a Georgia football staff.
Genius.
Carter pleaded no contest to 2 misdemeanor charges of street racing and reckless driving. He received 12 months probation and still has 2 pending lawsuits against him, and that helps explain why he dropped to the 9th pick and landed here in Philly.
Yeah, no question about it. Otherwise, you're right. Might have been #1.
Play action from Cousins.
Or #9.
Got a tight end over here. Easy first.
Game here for Josh Oliver. Came over from the Ravens as a free agent.
Continue to see different formations, continue to see the bootlegs, continue to see the ball off quickly. Really nice plan here with Kevin O'Connell, how to get away from that defensive line. You just saw Jalen Carter, so many talented players up front.
Handoff here.
Don't fumble.
He's gonna fight his way
2-minute warning.
42-yard line. Clock ticking down to the 2-minute warning. And the clock will reach that 2-minute mark. And it's 2nd down and 6 when we come back to Philadelphia on this Thursday night with the Eagles on top 10-7.
Philadelphia is such a beautiful city, but just full of assholes. Then again, that's like every big city. So beautiful, just full of douchebags. This NFL commercial already has stuff from week 1. Man, they're fast. Best Buy commercial. Dude, I was in a Best Buy in Florence, South Carolina a couple weeks ago, and man, Best Buy sucks now. There ain't shit in there. When I was a kid, Best Buy was like the place to go. Not anymore. They did have like 30 PS5 stacked on a shelf, though. That was cool.
Nobody can wrangle this group like Carissa. There she is, right in the middle. The den mother.
Where would they be without her?
Absolutely. Gone. 2nd down and 6, meanwhile. With the 2-minute warning. Cousins throws, and that's
It's about a 3rd and 1. We'll say he's a little short.
by Hawkinson.
No huddle here, but don't be in too big of a hurry. It's 3rd down.
Getting the matchups underneath. Remember, you got some backups in it. Safety and linebacker tonight in this Philadelphia defense. And Hawkinson underneath has been tough for them to match up with.
3rd and 1. Cousins 10 of 12 for 88 yards. Most everything's been pretty short except that 124-yarder to Hawkinson. Crowd in full throat. And the pass to the other
Jefferson,
side.
1st down at midfield.
Jefferson,
Timeout.
50-yard line, forward progress.
Timeout? No, they let it run. Okay.
Clock ticking down to a minute.
Fun to watch.
They only have 2. They're down to 105, and they're not lined up yet.
Get the right matchup. You can see him move Justin Jefferson out, even with Slay across him because of that soft coverage. Easy throw.
Vikings have 2 timeouts. Sliding to his left.
Incomplete.
Incomplete. From Madison coming out of the backfield, covered there by Brandon Graham, his 14th year in the league.
So you got Brandon Graham, you got Fletcher Cox, you got a lot of young players. You got Josh Sweat, but on the back end, right at the linebacker spot, Jacoby Dean's expected to step in. He's out with a foot injury, so Nicholas Morrow is in. Zach Cunningham was signed as a linebacker. He's only been here 5 weeks. Got a lot of injuries on the back end. Mario Goodrich is in for Avante Maddox. You got a new defensive coordinator, Sean Desai. This is not the same team that played the Chiefs in the Super Bowl defensively.
And Reed Blankenship was out. He would have started today.
Yeah.
Now the Eagles take a timeout.
Meanwhile,
Oh, wait.
is taken. He was
The Vikings had to waste a timeout when the clock stopped. Genius! Well, that's something. Fuck off, PlayStation. I don't want to buy Baldur's Gate. I don't even know what the fuck it is, but I keep seeing everybody playing it. I got a PlayStation notification on my phone. Oh, you can get Baldur's Gate. I don't care. At the truck race tonight, it's Adam Alexander, Phil Parsons, and Michael Walter, but under Adam's name it said Jamie Little. Somebody said, wow, she's looking rough. Yeah. Who would you rather bone, Adam Alexander or Jamie Little? Be honest. You can't lie. Don't lie, I'll know.
Let's take a look at our next-gen stats powered by AWS. Go back to that Eagles drive, and last time they had the football, we were in awe of what they did. Got behind the big offensive line, led by Jason Kelsey, 13 carries, 63 yards. Had one quarterback run where Hurts got to the corner, but a lot of it was right in the middle with the backs rotating in. See Kelsey fired up, damn, that kind of drive, you know he's not back. And an
Kelsey, you're bleeding.
success rate, meaning they're able to stay on schedule.
So the Vikings had to waste a timeout inside a minute with the clock already stopped.
So Minnesota down to its final timeout, 52 seconds.
Wonderfully managed here.
Rush 4.
Wow, nobody over there on that sideline. Big gain, and Osborne got out of bounds.
Some attention being paid to Jefferson and to Addison. They forget about this guy.
Yeah, and good
Just nobody there. He was like uncovered.
Concerned about that pass potentially at the inside. Rest of that Eagles defense is playing man. Osborne goes to the outside, and Cousins a great read. As much as he wants to throw the ball to Jefferson, easy read, throw it to the flat, big yards for that first down, and in the field goal range.
Jefferson top of the screen, obviously Slay on him. A little bit of off coverage. Cousins going deep.
Nobody home.
Incomplete. Intended for Jordan Addison, who was their #1 draft choice, started his career hit, wound up playing his final year at USC.
You know, when you have so many players back, Sean Desai, the new defensive coordinator, telling us yesterday that, you know, my two alpha leaders are Reed Blankenship, the safety, and Nakobe Dean. Both of them aren't out there. So he said, well, I can rely on Avonte Maddox. Well, now he's not out there. Bradbury's not out there. Those are all starters. So and you're going up against an offense that can be pretty complex, different looks. So it affects the communication.
Cousins hanging
Good
in.
pocket. Oh, Jefferson. Touchdown. Oh, no. Did he fumble out of bounds? He did. The ref says he fumbled out of bounds. He threw the little baggie out.
Half-yard line.
Touchback, right?
Two officials now conferring one more time.
They're saying he fumbled short of the goal line.
Him reaching for the
I think it's a touchback.
that ball came out. Just depending
My
on
gut
where
says
they-
touchback.
where that ball is.
Eagles ball.
Be a touchback.
Here comes
Yeah. Okay, he did fumble short of the goal line. That's touchback.
Now, it appears to me the ball goes over the pylon, which
That's a touchback, and the Eagles get the ball.
it may not be definitive. We'll get some more looks.
Justin Jefferson with the Derek Carr special.
They say it went outside the pylon.
Nah.
I don't see that.
They're fucking blind, dude.
The pylon
It'll get reviewed.
is a touchback.
Well, it's going to be reviewed, and I think
Jefferson was lunging for a touchdown and fumbled the ball through the end
you
zone.
can see it pretty clearly that the ball is over the goal line. It just has to get to the goal line. And it should be, as we surmise at this point, a touchback.
And Jefferson's already seen the replay. Look at him. He knows. What a mishap. That's 3 fumbles for the Vikings tonight. All 3 of them lost. One on a punt return, one by not Dalvin Cook, and now Jefferson fumbled through the end zone. And as long as the Vikings don't have a running game, I'm going to call whatever running back they use not Dalvin Cook. Because it was foolish to let him go. Can't believe they got to review that. That shit was obvious. And they've taken this long to review it. Yep. Cue the Twitter discussion of, it's the dumbest rule in football. They should get rid of that. It's like, no, it's a perfectly fine rule. Just don't fumble the fucking ball, dude. Don't fumble the fucking ball. So yeah, we're going to have to hear all week long about, it's a stupid rule, it's a stupid rule.
In this grasp or not, it doesn't matter when the ball goes over the pylon and out of bounds at that point.
Now Jefferson won't be able to escape the Eagles fans and his DMs if the Vikings lose this game too.
That cost them a first and goal, and you can thank Terrell Edmonds for
Vikings have turned it over 3 times.
and breaking it up. So with 34
Eagles have 34 seconds and 3 timeouts. They'll try something, surely.
game clock at 34 as the Eagles take over at their own 20-yard line.
Think about these turnovers in this first half. 3rd and 1 now. 2 of them deep into Philadelphia territory that would have been points.
Eagles look like they're content to go to the locker room.
Really? That's what you run?
Boston's
Oh, they take the timeout.
Exactly what Kevin O'Connell did not want to see, right? I mean, last week, 3 turnovers, 3 in the first half. Still had a chance to win that game late. They get ready in a short week to come into Philadelphia. Biggest thing is, hey, listen, let's simplify. Let's take care of the football on the road. The punt return when they fumbled. This one, they had a chance to maybe get a touchdown. Let's take it points off the board.
Sure, that's a killer there, too. I mean, you're reaching, stretching, trying to get it in.
Yeah.
And then of all things, it pops out of your grasp. And the next thing you know,
And now Michael's done getting old on us, man.
3-point halftime lead, or maybe more because they just took a timeout. So 2nd down and 3. See if Hurst is going to air one out here. Nope. Scott. They're just killing him on the ground. So Boston Scott, that's a gain of 18 yards. Philadelphia takes a timeout. They got 21 seconds trying to get it into field goal range. And we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Kirk, for years, we've
Cousins eating that KFC. Fucking you do a KFC ad, you really are a sellout because everybody knows KFC is shit now. Except for the grilled chicken. The grilled chicken's still good. Last time I had it.
Philly still with a timeout. At the
Then again, I'm hungry right now, so anything sounds good.
a first
I'm actually
down,
very
21
hungry right now.
seconds.
I'm with you. I think they were ready. They were content to just kind of kill the clock, and they pop off 2 big runs, and now they're thinking field goal.
Right.
Why wouldn't you think field goal with 3 timeouts?
You're in business, especially
Oh, man, that pocket. All day.
Hurts being
Running to the sideline. Short gain. 12 seconds, and they still got a timeout.
seconds. That's 125 ground yards for Philadelphia in the first half.
Yeah, averaging 5 yards a carry. And they can't get the passing game going, can't find that rhythm, despite having Jalen Hurts and these receivers, but definitely are controlling that line of scrimmage in the last 2 series. Let's see what they do here. That play took a lot of time off the clock.
First is 9 out of 12 for 84 yards, 54 of those on one play. 2nd and 6. Again, rush 3, drop 8. Browns out of bounds with 7 seconds.
Crowd is mildly annoyed.
Nothing downfield, especially on the edges. Brian Flores dropping, willing to concede and give up those short underneath throws. Playing a ton of zone again tonight. Keeping eyes on the ball and the threat. The quarterback taking off and running.
I mean, can you run a 12, 13-yard out in 7 seconds and maybe set up a 60-yard field goal? see what he does.
Maybe.
Forget about it. It's just gonna
Timeout.
add the stats
Timeout.
to the first half.
3 seconds.
Wind up,
They could try a 61-yard field goal or throw a Hail Mary. What do you want?
and they take another timeout. Now they may bring Elliott in.
Okay, they're going to try the really, 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 really long field goal. He missed a 55-yarder earlier.
Looking at 61 yards. They're going to mark it in his own 49-yard line. He can do it.
Yeah, I watched it down there watching him in pregame. It definitely has the leg.
Career long 61-yarder against
This would be huge. The Vikings get the ball to start the second half, so you need to squeeze points out here.
back in 2017. So the next gen stats tell us he's got about a 1 in 7 chance.
This is a very weird game. I think the Vikings are icing him here. Yeah.
That's according to our next gen stats powered by AWS. And Minnesota takes his final timeout. It's like an NBA game now.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Jefferson reached for that, and he couldn't quite do it. They had the ruling, and they reversed it. First thing he did, pat himself on the chest and say, that one's on me. I think that tells you a lot about the maturity. 4th year. Instead of arguing or debating things with the official, he just kind of said, he's going to own that one. Just frustrated with himself.
Sure. I mean, you can have the presence of mind, but on a play like that, how can you blame him?
61 down the middle. He nailed it. So he missed the 55-yarder and drilled the 61-yarder. That was an ugly kick, but it somehow was good. 13-7 at the half.
From 61, so they run, set up a 61-yarder, and take a 6-point lead.
Now that's how you use it as a driver. That's your
The
driver.
Vikings gave away points there at the end with Jefferson's fumble. Ooh.
Coming up after the break, State Farm halftime show.
You see the security guy go, wow. When he saw that ball come through, it was like, damn, he made that kick. Nick Sirianni's such a douche. But at the same time, I like him. So far, through one full game and one half, I'm not impressed with the Eagles at all. There it is, Pro Football Talk. Worst rule in football. About the fumble through the end zone. Don't fucking fumble. Leave it to the stupidity of Pro Football Talk to make that statement. Stupid rule. There should be a penalty for fucking fumbling, dude. Oh, man, the offense fumbled at the 1. Well, they'll get it back at the 1 or wherever they... Whatever, dude. No, that's not how that works. You fumble the ball, you don't get it back. If you don't recover it, you don't get it back. Sherm's going to have flashbacks.
Doing that. On that touchdown drive, 13 of the 16 plays were run plays. They've got more yards on the ground in the first half than they did all of last game. Expect to see more of the same in the second half.
100%. And I want to figure out where Rashad Penny is. It seems like the perfect situation, but I'll take a steady dose of Swift and Scott. Swift, dynamic runner. They're running through the teeth of this defense. They want to run cover 2, run it through the teeth of the defense. Run it until they stop it. They're averaging 5 yards a carry. They can't stop you. And then when you get in a goal-to-goal situation, here's your tush push. There you go, touchdown. This is easy work. No need to go away from that.
Yeah, I think Brian Flores is doing a great job. What he's doing, soft zone, right? He's playing soft zone, rally to the football. He's okay for this defense to die a slow death because you're going to get a turnover, you're going to get a holding penalty behind the chains. But here's his other wrinkle. He's showing cover 0, right? Showing cover 0 out to Tampa 2 or some form of it. Jalen's got to be able to see that, recognize it, and not do this. Wonderful play, but then it's difficult because you have to be ready for 0. Here it comes here, he gets confused. He's got to throw the ball away. He's doing a good job of giving the same looks. Playing 0 are getting soft and playing that zone.
All right, let's take a look now at the highlight bundle presented by State Farm. So, Tony, what did you see from T.J. Hawkinson that you liked in the first half?
Well, he's been a big bright spot. Anytime you have Justin Jefferson on the team, you know he's going to get a lot of attention, so that's going to create a lot of matchups. Look at this move right here. Shakes him out of his cleats right there and makes a big play for him, and he scores the touchdown. But here's what they have to do. With Vikings offense, throw the football. You cannot run against that big old defensive front 7 that the Philadelphia Eagles have going for them right now.
No, they cannot. And I'm telling you what, I'm excited. 13 runs in a drive for the O-line. I love it. But I also love what this D-line's doing for the Eagles because they're setting the tone up front. They've been able to beat Lemon in the Vikings backfield all night in this first half. You want to talk about dominating at the line of scrimmage, you watch this young group. They're in good hands. Right here, you see Sweat, instant penetration to the quarterback, hitting him on this throw. Jordan Davis is going to take the center right here, throw him into the tight end, coming across into the tailback, into the quarterback. That's called penetration, folks. And then Jalen Carter showing why he is going to be a superstar. Tony, you talked about him in pregame. This dude, the sky's the limit. Big rhino right there. That guy is a baller.
So the Eagles running the ball like they want to do, so what do we know that does? And also then you control the clock. You keep the Vikings offense off the field. For Jalen Hurts, yes, we're running the ball well, but what do you want to see from him specifically, Fitz?
Well, this is what we talked about coming into the game. There's not a great rhythm with him in the play caller when they're dropping back to pass. So he's going to have to continue to make those short plays. But cover 0, when it comes, take advantage. That's your time to put it downfield to your playmakers.
Oh, and guess what? Your run game works, so safety drop down, then you've got those looks on the outside. All right, we talked about the push in the pregame, as Whit alluded to there, and you guys even demonstrated it, which was not weird at all. The Eagles broke it out at the end of that long drive and got Jalen Hurts into the end zone. More halftime right after this.
I need to plug my phone up because I guess I'm working tomorrow. Although the asshole in me is saying don't do it, but decisions. Wish I had it in me to make more poor. I mean, I make bad decisions, but when the chips are down, I do the common sense thing. I can trust myself to do that, so I'll go fucking work tomorrow. Then I get my weekend, and maybe I'll feel better this coming week when I'm a little less pissed the fuck off. Ugh, whatever. Is that thunder I just heard outside? Please don't knock my power out while I'm trying to watch foosball. Please. I don't want to have to hurry up and hop on my phone and set up an Amazon Prime subscription. I mean, I've got Amazon, but I don't pay for Prime right now. Every now and then I use the little free trials and buy some shit, but thing I like about games on Amazon, the commercials are short.
We are back in Philadelphia where the Eagles leading this one 13-7 at the half. Last year, a documentary crew followed Jason Kelsey to capture what he thought would be his final NFL season. Instead, the cameras got exclusive access into the lives of the the Kelsey brothers. Here's a quick look.
In high school, I really thought that I was good enough to try to go Division I football and play with the top competition. Especially seeing other guys I knew that got scholarships, that competitively you're like, I'm better than that guy.
He was a guy in high school just always trying to solidify himself.
Why is Travis Kelce such a
Prove
douche?
to everyone that he is worth the scholarship.
You get some more again? What are we going on? On the club?
The idea that you're going to work as hard as you've always worked and everything will work out.
That was a bad snap in that footage.
And, the massive letdown middle of his senior season when we got nothing. I didn't get a scholarship. It was very much something that I took very personal. And my words to him basically were, if you want to play football at that level, you'll get there. It may not be as easy as it was for other people.
Kelsey, an Amazon original documentary full of never-before-seen moments over the years and throughout the season. It's on Prime tonight, right after TNF Nightcap.
And I tell you what, team, this Kelsey documentary is unbelievable. There's passion, there's happiness, there's laughter, there's everything. Travis, Jason, they got a great podcast. They're superstars. Kylie Kelsey,
she's the star.
I mean, quickly, she's going to have her own show very soon.
I love it. In pregame, we talked about Kirk Cousins needing to find T.J. Hawkinson. And Tony, as you outlined, he did just that for a 5-yard touchdown to get Minnesota on the board. Thanks for watching the State Farm Halftime Show. The second half is next. We will see you post-game.
God, somebody talked me into not making a bad decision tomorrow morning. Yeah, Sunday, a lot of games. Packers-Falcons will probably be on here. I don't know if I'm going to stream it or not. Because I want to do Jets-Cowboys, but I want to do Dolphins-Patriots. But I don't want to do all three. I do not want to stream 3 games in one day. Looks like Monday I'll be streaming 2 at a time.
Stories Now is presented by Verizon.
All right, short week. Great.
This team you can beat. It's a very hostile place. There's a lot of crowd noise going on.
It's that Jefferson-Slay matchup.
He's an amazing player, man. It's always going to be a great battle.
It's the matchup we all want to see.
Right off the bat, 2 turnovers. And again, the ball is out. Philadelphia ball. The pass is caught. Hawkinson bangs his way into the end zone. Yep, touchdown. Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia. The start of the third.
This is not Veterans Stadium? What year is it? Al Michaels called it Veterans. Trust me, this ain't the vet.
This season for the Vikings, last team with that many were the 2005 Vikings.
Al Michaels had a senior moment.
13 rushing plays.
We long for the days of the vet.
Only touchdown drive, the most since 17 for Philadelphia against
Because the link just doesn't sound as cool.
numbers for the quarterbacks for Hurts, it's interesting. 10 of 13 for 84, 54 of them on one place with 30 yards total
Jalen Hurts having his Desmond Ritter game.
Still trying to find that identity and that rhythm in the passing game. They've been able to rely on old reliable, which is Jason Kelsey, and a rotation of backs to be physical at the line of scrimmage. That's been their adjustment and worked out well towards the end of that first half.
Elliott to kick off. Boom, that 61-yarder at the end of the half. This drive will start at the 25. We go to Kaylee.
Wow, both coaches acknowledge that they traded adjustments in the first half. First, it was the Vikings defense that adjusted, and in the end, the Philadelphia Eagles offense figured out how to run that ball all the way down the field. Now, Nick Sirianni said, hey, our guys worked their butts off to get turnovers. They're relentless getting to the ball, but he did acknowledge that the Vikings put themselves in some difficult situations, and that's what Kevin O'Connell said was just crazy about that first half. He said, yeah, Minnesota...
That first half was nuts to only be 13-7. Both teams are sloppy. The Vikings were just a little sloppier.
Now he wants his defense to go create and get the ball themselves.
All right, Kaylee, replay of the first half last week. They begin on the ground here.
A yard.
Alexander Madison after a gain of a yard.
I think the specialists, sometimes we overlook that aspect of the game, and if you're an Eagles fan, these first couple of weeks, you got to be pretty happy with what you've seen. Elliott, of course, week 1 against the pass, 4-4. You had great punting. Week 2, we've seen that forced fumble on the punt, the 61-yard punt return field goal.
Oh, Cousins fumble! Fletcher Cox has it. First and goal, Eagles. 4 turnovers for the Vikings. 4. That's 4, motherfucker. 1, 2, 3, 4. Vikings trying to make sure I get to go to bed early because I'm very tired and very sore.
And he's going up against Josh Sweat, who's got a lot of speed off the edge. Good job there. Actually, Uda, who is in for Darashaw, just not able to get to the outside. Just too much speed. Good hands there. And then closes fast with that club over the shoulder to knock the ball loose for Cox to jump.
If you had the Eagles defense in fantasy, congratulations.
So deep and so good along that defensive front.
As long as the grass is okay, Ron.
Turnovers, 7 on the season. First and goal for Philadelphia.
Eagles going to try to run it straight at him, and they will. Touchdown, Swift. No, they rule him short of the goal line. I thought he was in. Time for the push. I'm just going to line up and do the push. That looks slightly short. That's really fucking close, though. Okay, yeah, short. Good call, good angle. You can see why we thought it was touchdown. Here comes the push, and the Vikings dive right over the top, and Hurts just goes under and to the left for the touchdown.
That is almost impossible to stop.
You know it's coming, and you're not going to stop it. You know, not only, by the way, I don't know what he's swatting these days, but he's got as strong a legs as you're going to see from any quarterback. Watch the offensive line just dig down, get low. I mean, they're getting enough of a push by themselves. It's not as if they need Swift to push Jalen Hurts from behind.
Yeah, it's 2 touchdowns in a row. They didn't even need the real actual push. The O-line just did their job. And Hurts finished it off.
So the turnover.
4 turnovers.
Elliott for the extra point.
Starting to turn into the game I expected. And not in a good way.
7 seconds into the second half.
But again, it is a Kirk Cousins-led team in a primetime game. I got to piss. I'll be back. Ozzy, you want out of here? I guess not.
37 is the score. Philadelphia on top, trying to get to 2-0.
Blow them out. Make it one of them Cowboys-Giants games.
Trying to avoid going to 0-2. Vikings have the Chargers at home next week. Philadelphia goes down to Tampa Bay. And that scoots through the end zone. Kirk.
Well, we were hoping to see Justin Jefferson against Darius Slay. Saw it in the first play of the game. Deep crosser. Jefferson able to get some great separation. Cousins gives it a chance to be able to pick up that first down. You see an adjustment here. Slay so locked in. Does such a good job of prepping. Plays such a smart game. So I get a feeling now that Minnesota's down 13, you're going to see more of that matchup than we've seen up to this point.
They can only hope. Top of the screen. Play action. Pressure run.
Screen and goes nowhere. Lucky to hold on to the ball.
Zach Cunningham. Signed as a free agent last year in Tennessee. Before that with Houston.
Watch the offensive line in the interior. I feel like they gave this away to allow Cunningham to read that. Play really never quite had a chance because of reading those guards led him to anticipate the screen being thrown.
Loss of 5, second and 15. Swings it out. That goes nowhere.
And they lose another yard.
So back to the line of scrimmage. You know, last year, Kirk, this was a team, Minnesota, 11-0 in one-possession games. Big come from behind wins. This is called reverting to the mean right now.
Absolutely.
Did Al Michaels just say reverting to the meme?
But they played clean football for the most part. Cousins threw some picks, but tonight it's been a disaster with the turnovers just like it was in week 1.
Vikings staring down the barrel of 0-2. Good protection.
Fires down the sideline.
Well covered.
Coverage is
3 and out.
Madison, the intended receiver. Remember, this is still a team that was down 33-0 last year, so don't touch that dial.
There you go.
Al Michaels trying to sell you.
Even though the Eagles are not.
Even though we know the Vikings suck.
That Philadelphia defense, after the sudden change, great job. You'd think Minnesota's going to try to put a drive together. Instead, they get them to 3rd and long, and they get a 3 and out.
Ryan Wright sends it skyward. Good boot, fielded at the 31-yard line. Fair catch by Britton Covey. Talking about those one-possession games last season. Perfect mark. 0-1 in postseason. They lost to the Giants, so in the wild card game, won at least 8 one-possession games in a season, most in the history of the National Football League. And of course, the next season, we're talking about reverting to the mean. I mean, you're not going to go. First of all, they can't go 11-0 because they already lost the game.
Yeah, I mean,
A one-possession game to Tampa Bay last week.
and then think about Cousins in the 4th quarter. What do you have? 8 comebacks between the 4th quarter and overtime.
He did. First and 10. Hurts.
Oh boy.
Take off.
Man, that looked like such a promising play for the Eagles, but went nowhere. Now Hurts has grass in his face.
Just nothing downfield. Brian Flores dropping 5 defensive backs, determined not to give the big plays up to Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown and even Goddard, willing to just, again, you're going to either check it down or you're going to have to run the football and scramble and create for Jalen Hurts. So as much as they want to try to attack downfield, I think they're going to have to hit some crossers over the middle. Middle of the field, behind those linebackers is open.
Take advantage of the fact that A.J. Brown's a beast after the catch. You saw earlier in the game one play that he made for a first down where he just caught a little crossing route.
To the 37-yard line. Swift has now carried the ball 14 times for 73 yards.
And if you're watching him, for a Philadelphia fan, you've watched him at Detroit, a lot of times he's catching the ball in the backfield. What you're seeing is vision and patience. Even on that run, to give themselves a chance here on 3rd and 4, that play looked like there was not much push. But instead of panicking and just powering through there, he waited patiently, cut back, and found some positive yards.
3rd and 4.
blitz, and he got leveled, but he's got Smith for a touchdown. And a 20-point lead with an extra point. God, Hurts got leveled. It's a blowout.
Great job here by Jalen Hurts. He gets pressure right here, gets into his face, but watch this. I just
2 deep passes to Smith tonight will really inflate these numbers.
He does it. Kind of holds his ground, opens up the back end, and there's the home run ball Philadelphia's been looking for. A one-on-one matchup that they can expose. He goes right by Evans with that speed, and a good throw despite the pressure by that blitzing linebacker into the face of Jalen Hurts.
Elliott's point after. 2 touchdowns.
27-7.
4 minutes, 6 seconds. Third quarter. The Philadelphia Eagles.
Vikings suck. It's official. No denying it. The Vikings suck. But at least the Eagles scored a touchdown without the stupid little push play. On Eagles, score twice really fast so I can go to bed.
At New England, and scores 2 touchdowns tonight on 63 and 54-yard catches. The 63-yarder was the TD 54, only took him to the 10, the 2 longest catches of his career. Meanwhile, now available only on Prime Video, Kelsey, a look at Jason Kelsey's epic 2022 season culminating in a Super Bowl showdown with his brother Travis. Stay tuned for Kelsey.
How about no? I don't need a documentary highlighting the obnoxiousness of Travis Kelce. I like Jason Kelce a lot better. He's obnoxious in a good way. His brother's a fucking yo boy. The kind of white guy who says the N-word with an A in private. It's like, bro, you ain't black, you're fucking lame, and a tryhard. Enough. You're basically J.J. Watt at the tight end position. You're a fucking tryhard, and you're not as good as Gronk. Sorry, Travis Kelce.
We talked about it before. I mean, as a tandem, it's about as good as it gets. As a 1-2 punch. Cousins fires.
Good throw by Cousins to Jefferson, who's not really been shut down tonight like last year.
Who hauls in his 6th catch of the night for 69 yards.
And there's that matchup again with Darius Slay, giving him some soft coverage. Of course, with this lead, he's comfortable in doing that. Just doesn't want to allow him to get back. Good job by Kirk Cousins. It looked like he was looking out to C.J. Ham, and the flat came off of that and found the matchup that he wanted.
Oh! Cousins got leveled.
Gets it away anyway to Josh Oliver for no gain. That's on Nicholas Morrow. He's flying through.
Good, well-timed blitz here, and it affects the timing. Again, Morrow in for Dean, and he comes free. Offensive line moved to their left, read up that right side, and Morrow very close to getting to Cousins, and that's where Cousins, that experience, was smart enough to get that ball out of his hands.
Cousins fires.
Oh!
And
Jefferson begging for a flag. I don't know.
on big number 2, Darius Slay, who had a pick 6 last Sunday at Foxborough, will be 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, he was frustrated right when he came up, and this time Slay gets up a lot tighter. You can
A little hold maybe, but not really. I had no call there. That's good.
that I think he wanted. Terry, you agree with that? It looked like a hold there, didn't it?
It did. He clearly grabbed the jersey.
I like the no call, but yeah, you could have called holding.
Nothing going right
3rd and 10.
for the Minnesota Vikings tonight. Down by 20. Crowd roaring again. 3rd and 10. Pressure on
Step up, Cousins.
Steps up.
Ooh! Got it! Touchdown Vikings!
For the touchdown.
Addison.
Turn Job around. Josh
Damn, son.
covering on the play. And for the 2nd game in a row, Addison is in for a score.
Trying to get back in the game.
This is the experience of
Nice job.
looking left the entire way.
Cousins was brilliant on this play.
Able to throw, and then you get a one-on-one.
The vision down the field, stepping up through pressure.
Look at his eyes. He's looking here.
Never paid attention to the pressure. Just felt it, stepped up, threw a perfect pass.
There, and then he sees the one-on-one matchup. Kevin O'Connell went out in this draft.
DB misses the tackle, and it's game over.
Win one-on-one, and they found Addison as the guy opposite of Jefferson.
That was textbook.
That was beautiful.
That was unreal.
For that. The kick-
27-14. They're not dead yet.
So Minnesota trying to hang in there. 27-14. 9 minutes to go in the 3rd.
Eagles fans, don't blame the grass just yet. You still got a 2-score lead. I'll be right back. That was a pretty deep pass. That's what that was.
out rushing the Vikings right now. 146.
The Eagles have 146 rushing yards. The Vikings have 10. You know, maybe Dalvin Cook could have got a few more yards for you, Minnesota. I don't know.
Receiving yards in his 52nd game time for the best of all time over that time frame.
Vikings have turned it over 4 times. We're only down by 13. Eagles, what the fuck?
Drops back deep. Joseph to kick off.
I bet it's a touchback.
Game after the 62
Oh, look, it's a touchback.
on a 3rd down and 10.
That's exactly what Minnesota obviously needed, was a big play. And again, you got to give Kirk Cousins a lot of credit for not panicking, not losing his cool. He knows that there's still a long way to go, and they're able to climb back into this game.
Kirk Cousins must have forgot it's after 8:30 when he threw that touchdown just now.
Jalen made him pay for it with that big throw to Devontae Smith. So see what Brian Flores adjusts back to now defensively.
Hurts 11 of 14 for 147. Of course, those 2 bombs. to Smith.
Eagles, run the ball. What are you doing?
This time the pass is caught. Gain of 9. Down to Stoddard. Down to Cayley we go.
Hey, Al, right tackle Lane Johnson is on the field, but he was just doing some release work on his left groin. Remember, he had issues with it last year and actually missed some time because of it. The Eagles are without running back Boston Scott right now after all that success on the ground. He's being evaluated in concussion protocol. We've learned Quez Watkins, the receiver, is out. And on defense, Avonte Maddox, he's out as well.
Yeah, that's why with Scott out, that's why we saw Rashad Penny, the ex-Seahawk.
Oh, boy. Oh, I thought Swift was about to take one to the house. Flag is down. Back him up.
Longer game there by Cameron Bynum.
They get the
Flag is down.
The left guard landed Dickerson on a hold there.
Holding. Offense number 69.
Herb Street with the good eye there to tell you who was holding.
The few mistakes we've seen by this offensive line. The left guard here just locks up Dean Lowry. Anytime you see a ball bounce, defender trying to work out, you see him grab onto that jersey. Good call by the official. This is what Philadelphia dealt with last week. You know, making some mistakes, getting behind the sticks. Great look at Jeff Stoutland, the run game coordinator, one of the top offensive line coaches in the entire country, or entire, doing some college games here, in the NFL.
2nd down and 11, the ball at the 23-yard line.
3-man rush.
Rush only 3. Send it out to Swift. Good tackle made on the outside there.
Vikings with a chance to get off the field.
3rd down and 6 coming up. Clock under 8 minutes to go in the 3rd.
Cousins says, just get me the football back. We want to get within a possession, have a chance again to keep that magic going from last year, those 4th quarter comebacks that he had. You know, one thing you have to say about that is when you do it that often, you do believe that you can do it.
At 33-0, you believe in anything.
False start. 3rd and 11 for the Eagles.
Swift over anxious.
Tried to sell it anyway. Lost his balance. He jumps and then he looks like he meant to do it. Watch him point. No, watch the blitz.
I admire the effort and being like, no, I didn't mean to do that. I was just pointing at the blitz.
Vikings without a penalty tonight.
No penalties before turnovers.
3rd and 11. Again, just rushing.
Lazy 3-man rush. But they play it beautifully, and they get the Eagles off the field.
Minnesota capitalizing on a few miscues here by Philadelphia with that holding call, the false start. Philadelphia goes backwards, and the Vikings do their job defensively, get off the field and give Kirk Cousins the ball back, now down 13.
Brandon Powell, former Ram, sets up inside his own 30. Aaron Sipos
Damn.
sends it his way at an angle.
Oh.
Bounce, and an Eagle is the first to touch it, so it'll be down.
Yeah, sure. It looked like it might have touched the Vikings player there.
6:19 remaining now in the
Okay, Vikings
third
ball.
quarter.
They would know. They were closer.
The 2023 NFL season. Philly up 27.
Dude, I cannot shake this fucking twinge in my back, and it's really worrying me. It's not like crippling pain, but there was like once or twice where it was like stabbing me in the side today. Ugh. Oh no, another idiot saying the fumble through the end zone is the dumbest rule in football. Oh no. Too many stupid people are allowed to talk football. Yeah, they're showing old Giants 49ers highlights from the 80s and 90s to hype everybody for next week. Trust me, it's not going to be anything like that.
That's the matchup.
It could get ugly.
Tonight in Santa Clara, it's the Giants and the 49ers on Thursday Night Football. Meanwhile, Cousins
Waste the time with this running bullshit, Minnesota. Come on now.
as Madison picks up 4, tackled there by Mario Goodrich.
All things considered up front for Minnesota. I mean, they've had an uphill battle against this Philadelphia defensive line, but doing a good job of trying to mix these play calling up.
Rolling, has time, throws, caught, but well short of the first down. Jordan Addison making the grab there, 3rd and short.
Seems like when they have gotten the Eagles on their heels, it's been a mix and change of tempo, moving Cousins around.
Can't run the ball, though.
Anything to slow down that front.
3rd and 4. Cousins hangs in the pocket, the pass is incomplete.
He was looking for Jefferson.
That was Jefferson
3 and out.
over the middle, and he was covered by the linebacker, Zach Cunningham. Fourth down.
You know, now it looks like Fletcher Cox may have gotten his hand potentially on his shoulder as he releases the ball. I know he got right there. It looks like he got a good push on him. Remember, Cousins gets hit more than anybody, and that may have affected that.
Yeah, Cousins gets hit more than anybody, but everybody keeps saying he sucks, a.k.a. the Matt Ryan syndrome.
So back in the linebacker on Jefferson, you want to take advantage of it if you can. Ryan Wright. Tubby's going to let it bounce.
Ended up being a great punt for Minnesota.
All the way to the 8-yard line.
Devontae Smith has had a couple chances to get out and show you how many yards he has traveled. This is early in the game. Looks like he may score a touchdown. Ball underthrown. What an adjustment. Able to climb up and make a great play. And this is where he got man-to-man. Just went right by Evans. And that's where Jalen Hurts got pressure. You can see that was a nice, almost a 70-yarder. But when he gets one-on-one, he's as good as anybody of creating those favorable matchups and getting the separation.
57-yard kick. Spot the ball at the 7-yard line. through the middle. Working his way out to the 11-yard line. Gain of 4 as that run game continues for Swift. Heavy workload tonight. 15 carries, 77 yards.
Really impressive to just watch him tonight. It's one thing, with the way Gainwell played last week, you think he's going to become the guy. I think many people thought that Swift would come in and have a role, but many wondered what it would be. And with Gainwell being out, they've asked him to carry the load, and he's had a heck of a night with that offensive line paving the way.
Oh, Swift. What a great last name for a running back. I'm so tired it's affecting my ability to stay invested in this game. That and the Vikings suck.
See, it puts a lot of pressure on these safeties. Look at that hole. Look at that hole. And the safety's collapsing down in a hurry, which they've been doing against this run game, but he has such good balance, physical lower half, able to stay off and bounce off those safeties.
From the 20. Hurts, time, throws, caught.
Harrison Smith probably thought for half a second he was going to get an interception there.
Again making the catch, and for him, I mean, he scored 6 tonight, but for only 21 total yards.
Yeah. Quiet night. It's been more really about this running game, and you can't blame him.
I mean, for a league which is about 60-40 pass run, the ratio there, Phillies run the ball 32 times and thrown it only 20.
Run it some more.
2nd and 5.
There you go. Good patience there by Swift.
Effective again.
I'm still going.
First down. Gang tackle up at the 36-yard line. DeAndre Swift.
But again, I think you go to what's working, right, on that night. Some nights it's throwing the football. Other nights it's the offensive line controlling things. And these are big holes that he's running through. I mean, you're asking linebackers and, again, the safeties to come down and make plays. And this guy's 5'9", 215 pounds. It gives you an idea of that low center of gravity that he has.
Jeez. He's over 100 by himself, and the team as a whole has got to be at 200 now.
His longest gain is only 12 yards, but he's picked up 106 total yards.
Watch this offensive line led by Kelsey climb up to the 2nd level. Help out, get up to that linebacker. Again, that's two UC Bearcats going head-to-head. But the holes continue to open up as you wear down this defense. You get into the 4th quarter, those holes seem to be getting bigger and bigger. Minnesota getting tired on that defensive line.
Sooner or later, you knew we were going to see Rashad Penny, and it's sooner. There he is in the backfield. 2nd and 1. First carry is an eagle.
First down.
Takes it across the 50 for a first down. Tackle by Ivan Pace Jr. Under 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
And they don't have to do this with this lead. They're up 13. But if you're a safety and these holes are opening up, what are you doing? You're getting downhill in a hurry because you got to be there for run support. If this game were closer, it'd be a perfect time for Brian Johnson to put the ball into the belly of the back, pull it out, and create a one-on-one matchup on the outside where you could hit a home run to either Devontae Smith or A.J. Brown. Because those safeties right now are sensing that they've got to get downhill.
Caught on the outside. It's Penny. Boy, if Penny could stay healthy, I mean, we've seen him have some big games with the Seattle Seahawks. But the problem is he's just oft injured.
Yeah, go back to 21. Just a couple years ago, he led the entire NFL yards per carry, over 6 yards a carry. And you're right, I mean, it's been more about just trying to stay healthy and be that back that we all know he can be. In his 6th year now at San Diego State.
2nd and 5.
Run the ball one more time and in the quarter. You got the lead. It's your game.
Penny again. Half a minute to go. Could let the clock run down all the way to the 4th. It'll be 3rd down and 3 at the resumption of play. In the meantime, the Eagles at least going to line up for it.
They're not going to snap the ball.
Maybe they run a play.
And
Third down and 3.
the Vikings jumped off sides. First down, Eagles.
Exactly what they pulled off.
Bro, you know damn well they weren't going to run the ball or run a play there. Come on.
Yeah, they were ready to let the clock run down.
You called it out. Just trying to draw them all. It worked.
You know, when you over-dramatize coming up to the line in a situation like that and everybody's kind of moving around a little bit.
Yeah.
And sure enough, something's coming. You're right. That is the first Vikings penalty of the night. And you're going to wind the clock, and it's going to take us to the fourth.
27-14 as we enter the fourth. Do or die, Vikings defense. Got to make something happen to even have a chance here. Oddly entertaining game, despite the sloppiness. Did I just have a commercial muted where Dave Bautista's screaming Mortal Kombat? Hey, did they get Ronda Rousey to play Sonya again? What a rousing performance she had before. She's the shits. Ronda Rousey's the shits at everything except MMA. She was good at that. Wrestling, she had the potential to be good, but she just never progressed. And just rested on the fact that I'm fucking Ronda Rousey. People will give a shit. Well, guess what? They didn't. They did not.
There are a lot of great leaders in this league, but Jalen Hurts to me is emerging over the last couple of years and into this year as one of the top leaders in the NFL. And I thought, we talked with him yesterday, I thought he made an interesting point about that Super Bowl that I had, all those great individual stats. He lost the game. I would have traded that great day individually to win that Super Bowl. And he said he was going to convey that to his teammates.
That was a great scene. We'll talk about that in a second here. 1st and 10. As Hurts throws to the outside.
Ooh.
Like he goes to Brown. You can see that Brown's frustrated because he's been thrown to only 4 times tonight. 3 catches, 17 yards. Smith's had a big night. They're running.
I've had a quiet night here. Another football stream talking to myself.
Just give me the day of
Thank you, Al.
Right? That's pretty much what Brown was saying to Hurts there.
Yeah, but if there's anybody that can just kind of walk him back and just say, hey, man, it's one of those nights, right? We're pounding the ball. We're up 13. We're in the 4th quarter. It is what it is, right?
You'll have your nights, right?
Yeah.
Whose ox is
Oh my God, the Vikings played the run well on that play. 3rd and 10. Absolutely got to make this stop. Say it with me. Big 3rd down.
If we ran the ball like this, the way way they're doing it tonight in that Super Bowl, and I didn't have big numbers, and we won, I'd be happy. I just thought it was neat. He was going to tell that to his team, just for nights like this for A.J. Brown.
You would know as a quarterback, sometimes you got to be a babysitter for your wide receivers.
Oh, yeah. It's the heat of the moment, competitive spirit, that fire that makes them so good.
3rd and 9.
And, well, it's 4th and inches, maybe a yard. Eagles have a decision here. I figure they go for it. Step on their fucking throats and go for it. A field goal will give you a 3-score lead, but fuck them. Do the little push play. You're within a yard. You do the push. Here it comes. They're doing it again, and they get it with ease. Yep.
It's impossible to stop. Meanwhile, Hurst has been fantastic on 3rd and 1 and 4th and 1 over his career.
Yeah, I saw the graphic this morning in our meeting, and I think he missed one time. And I was thinking, well, I'd love to see the film on that one time that he didn't make it on 4th and 1, because every time I think back to last year, look at poor Harrison Smith. He's just jumping on top of the pile, going for a ride.
4th and 1. Last year, 10 rushes, 9 first downs. 1 for 1 tonight. 2 minutes into the 4th from the 25-yard line. Nice blocking.
Holding. Touchdown, A.J. Brown, but it's coming back.
But a flag is down back at the 33-yard line.
Holding.
Now they're going to get Rashad Penny, who picked up the blitz.
Vikings defense still out here fighting for their fucking lives, though.
Right here, blitz comes up the middle and maybe caught him off by surprise. A good effort again by the rookie Pace Jr. to get around him. That caused the penalty, and the hold takes away and negates that touchdown.
The Eagles haven't seen that in a while because the Vikings tonight have been rushing only 3 on a lot of pass plays.
Minnesota doing the best job they can to rotate bodies, not a ton of depth, but the time of possession. Usually that's not a big stat you think about in an NFL game, but the way this game is gone, time of possession, it's like 33 minutes to 13 favoring Philadelphia. They just keeping the ball away from Kirk Cousins.
Metellus got caught up in the watch that
God, that time of possession. I didn't realize time of possession had become that lopsided.
1st and 20. Off the fake. Going deep.
Touchdown. Oh, just out of reach. Incomplete.
No.
Thought they had it. He went back to A.J. Brown.
Covering on the play. Got burned earlier.
Crowd's pissed, so I'm assuming there's interference here that was missed.
He beats Evans. He's got him. He's got a chance. And that's what the fans are reacting.
Maybe a smidge early.
No goal.
A little early. It's okay. They didn't call one on Slay covering Jefferson earlier. So injury timeout and commercial. Corey Haim wins the truck race at Bristol to advance to the Final Four. Good for him.
inspiring true story of Jose Hernandez, the first migrant farm worker to become a NASA astronaut. And a million miles away, watch tonight only on Prime Video. Let's go back to that last play. You saw Evans defending. He also got hurt. He's back on the bench right now being attended to.
Yeah, you see the grab there. Terry, love to hear
He couldn't have interfered. He got hurt. No.
reacted, obviously.
He was interfering.
In slow motion, he's a frame or two early, but in real time, the ball is coming in just as that contact.
This reminds me, Mike Pereira's not going to be on Fox probably for the rest of the year because he's out for back surgery or something.
It's bang bang.
I'm with you, man.
Heard about that yesterday.
There, getting worked on.
Play the sad Fox injury music.
From the 35-yard line.
God, just the coverage. The Vikings are doing all they can. Sack out of field. Well, not out of field goal range. Because hell, Elliott kicked a 61-yarder. So they're still in field goal range, but close to being out here. Which is exactly what the Vikings need.
Yeah, rushing three, dropping eight. Look at the top of your screen. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That coverage.
Back there. Take away the underneath. Eventually, there's a receiver that opens up, but Jalen Hurts is running for his life. So, the previous play that we were looking at, it was a close call there. That was, again, a rare man-to-man opportunity that he just missed for the touchdown.
3rd and 23. The coverage again. He's getting sacked out of field goal range. They got him. What a clutch stop for the Vikings. Holy hell. That cannot be understated. If they come back to win this game, that stop right there cannot be understated. Just what a meltdown by the Eagles. That's some 28-3 shit right there with this offense.
Respectful of the speed of Jalen Hurts, then works his way around, and there's that length I was talking about. Doesn't grab the face mask and brings him down. That's a good job by coverage to free him up to get home.
12-yard sack that took him out of Elliott's field.
High snap on the punt. Ooh.
Fair catch, Cole for made, 14-yard line.
All right, you're down by 13. 11 minutes left. 3 timeouts. You're good. You're in it. Got to go make it happen. Come on, Captain Kirk.
The Eagles trying to go to 2-0, leading the Minnesota Vikings 27-14.
Oh, shut up.
Vikings trying to climb back in it, trying to hang in there. 27-14 is the score. Meanwhile, Hunter with that sack has 3 in the game. Daniil Hunter had 1 last week, so 4 on the season. I would imagine the league leader at this point, as it's Madison who takes.
Oh, look at the Vikings pretending they're going to try to run the ball on this drive.
Now it feels like the game's over, but they're a touchdown away.
This game is very much not over.
Possession game.
And that last defensive stop
If Cousins, being the veteran that he is,
cemented that.
down and score, that was a potential knockout punch drive for Philadelphia, and they missed that opportunity. Give the ball back to Cousins.
You got Justin Jefferson, right?
Right.
Anything can happen. Madison ain't bad either. 2nd and 3. Cousins.
Let it fly. Oh, it's dropped.
At the 40-yard line.
KJ Osborne dropped it. Well, Kadarius Toney in the house.
Incomplete, 3rd and 3.
And Justin Jefferson with a nice sail route clears this middle of the field wide open. Right,
And he had Jefferson wide open. Oh.
back to the outside. He's 1-on-1.
Well, hell, he had Osborne, but Osborne didn't make the play.
I don't know if he started thinking about what's in front of him, but he just loses his focus.
Damn.
A big game potentially for this Vikings offense.
3rd and 3.
3rd and
Then you just got to take the short throw and keep the sticks moving. Oh. Jefferson on the run.
Jefferson.
Big play to the 45.
45-yard line. Josh Sweat came in, buried Cousins as he threw it, but a big gain there of 23 yards.
And we got an injury on an already depleted offensive line for the Vikings.
The right tackle. So injury timeout, 27 to 14.
Vikings are never out of it, I guess. Something I was good at. I have no fucking skills. You know what? I really wish Madden didn't suck dick, because I would love to have a Madden game on Switch every year. That's the version I would buy. I would just buy it on Switch. That'd be dope as shit. Why are the WWE 2K games not on Switch? I mean, I think there's one on the Switch, but you would think they would have kept making them. Cart's been brought out. That sucks.
Who had started at right tackle, went over to left tackle, gets hurt on that play. So the 50-year man out of Elon will be taken back to the locker room on the cart. And that offensive line for Minnesota is just a mess right now.
Just hope he's going to be okay. He's really played hard tonight.
He's getting carted off. He's not going to be okay.
Just a dominant Philadelphia defensive front. Third down play, Kirk Cousins basically said,
"What? The Eagles fans aren't cheering?"
My top player. Man to man, they create a wall opposite of Jefferson. You see on the right side, they're coming across. Create that wall, makes it tough for Slay to work through that traffic. And how about Cousins, who's known to take a beating back there right as he releases the ball again. Josh Sweat so close to disrupting.
The Vikings are going nowhere this season with this bad offensive line. And the way they failed to stop the run tonight ain't helping you. But the offensive line is going to sink this team. Even if they get lucky and win this game, I'm still not optimistic about their future. Going to have to change things on the offensive line.
Last year with Buffalo, 6th year in the league, he comes in to protect his line side
against this defensive line.
Oof. Madison.
Solid run by Madison.
50-yard line. Gain of 6, second down and 4. Down to 10 minutes to go in regulation.
And you and I talked about when this drive started, Philadelphia's offense misses an opportunity to potentially put this game out of reach.
Off the fake.
Oh, Jefferson!
Great grab.
Getting hot now.
Takes you down to the 28-yard line for a Viking first down.
Good job, play action, run the football. You go back to the play action, you max protect to give Cousins a chance and go to your go-to guy. Pretty decent coverage actually there by Slay. Well thrown football on
Jefferson's over 100.
Great concentration by Justin Jefferson. You always think about him making
Going for the receiving total this year after these first two games.
Concentration.
That's 8 catches tonight for Jefferson, 115 yards. They're at the 28. Look out. Flips it away. Incomplete. gone anywhere had he caught it. That time Josh Sweat had a forced fumble earlier. Reached that 2nd down and 10.
You don't realize how big Sweat is who's coming off the field until you get down to the field and look at him as a pass rusher. 6'5", 265. And going back to last year, we're trying to hope that trend will continue this year and starting tonight.
With those big comebacks, Minnesota, despite all those wins last year, 13, gave up more points than they scored. 2nd and 10. Swinging out here. Nice move all the way to the 24-yard line. Goes Ty Chandler, second-year man out of North Carolina. Big 3rd down upcoming.
Obviously thinking about 4-down territory at this point in the game, under 9 minutes to go and down 13. Kind of opens up the playbook. You don't have to work downfield. Now you have Jefferson and Addison and Hawkinson early in this game was winning matchups underneath against the linebackers.
3rd down and 6. Jefferson comes in motion.
God, I'm so distracted right now.
Left side.
Work problems.
Cousins hangs in there. Throws.
Jefferson, 1st and goal at the 10.
Jefferson, they can't stop him. Mario Goodrich.
The Vikings are doing it again, guys. They're going to come back and be in this game.
Notice on the motion, Goodrich, who's a backup nickel to Maddox, he's late in adjusting. This is Jefferson, right? Where's the adjustment? The linebackers are calling for him to come over. You're going to give him that look at this point in the game. That's stealing for Kirk Cousins, throwing to his guy.
Jefferson happy to get away from Slay. Takes it right to the 10. 1st and goal. Play action.
Look out!
Down from behind.
Wow! Touchdown. Osborne wide open all by himself. That is the most wide open I've seen anyone be this season so far.
A little too late, and Osborne for the 2nd time tonight. Talk about out in space.
Well, here's Josh Jobe.
On his own planet.
Backups that are in because of the injuries. Watch him on this crosser and watch the hesitation. Do I go with him? Do I stop? And that's why there's the
Cousins was an inch away from getting destroyed there.
Played a lot of football. Jobe in for Bradbury. Not quite sure on the call. Do I follow him across? Ends up freeing him. Nobody picks him up on the other side.
Extra point by Joseph.
27-21 with 7:41 to go. This is not over.
Through the 4th quarter. Good one in Philadelphia on the season premiere of Thursday Night Football. Eagles up by 6.
Gotta hand it to him. Nobody can leave this one early, including me. Man, Jerry Rice is old.
Philadelphia looked like the Eagles had things well in hand.
Yeah, it looked like this was going to be over by now.
45 minutes to go on the clock. Especially with those two early touchdowns in the third quarter. But back come Cousins and company to turn it into a one-possession game. And it's nervous time in Philadelphia right now. 27-20.
And the Vikings live and die by these kind of games.
7:41 to go in regulation. Joseph sent it down to Rashad Penny.
And the Eagles were remarkably unclutched last time they held the ball.
Has been tremendous tonight. They have run for 191 yards.
They've done such a good job. The backs are going to get a lot of attention, but it's been the offensive line. I mean, look at these holes. It's really been from that one drive where they just went the length of the field running the football throughout the rest of the game. Great job up front, great push, great communication because Minnesota's moving around so much. But now we got a 6-point game.
The Vikings have still only rushed for 27 yards. Most of them came on that last drive. Meanwhile, the Eagles are running the ball whenever they want.
Never seen numbers like this. Their last drive, Philadelphia's last drive, 15 plays for 44 total yards, 9 minutes, no points. They had a first and 10 at the Minnesota 25, ended up punting from the 40.
Special, that's some Steve Sarkisian era Falcons shit. Hold the ball for 15 plays and 7 minutes and not get any points.
What did you say about Woody Hayes earlier? I mean, that sounds like a game from the 50s or 60s.
Oh, yeah. 3 yards in a cloud of
Vikings cannot stop the run, man.
the 36-yard line. Harrison Phillips makes the stop here. First down.
Brian Johnson sticking with that run game. It's been consistent, all reliable tonight. Not only effective, but also, as you said, Al, just a moment ago, working that clock. Vikings linebackers and safeties, again, are going to have to keep cheating down to help stop that run game, outnumber them up front.
To the outside, Swift gets hold down there by Jasper Thomas, so that is the 41st run of the night.
Swift's carried the ball 21 times.
Had the time of possession
So much for by committee.
36 minutes to 17. That's what the running game obviously does for you.
Yeah, Brian Flores has been surprised he's seen so much 12 personnel, meaning one back and 2 tight ends. You know, Philadelphia last year, a team that would mix it up, but often would be with one back and 1 tight end. They've been in a lot of the 2 tight end looks to give them the extra gap.
So second down, Swift for a couple. Third down, of course, they're taking as much time off the play clock as they can along the way here.
Interesting call here for Brian Johnson. A team that last year would often go for it on 4th and short. At this point in the game, up 6. If they don't make it here, come up a little bit short. Let's see what they do.
Third down, 5. Let the play clock run down to 6.
3rd and 5, 3-man rush.
Throw.
Oh, A.J. Brown.
That's a first down in Viking territory to the 46-yard line.
Surely now the Eagles can close this out offensively.
Jalen Hurts, the last few times he has thrown the football and gotten it out of his hands. Watch on the left, watch him work off the leverage of the linebacker. It's actually a big defensive end who's out of position. See 98 there, want him. You take that all day against A.J. Brown. He doesn't really have a good feel for space out there. And on 3rd down, makes it very easy for Jalen Hurts to go to one of his favorite targets.
The play clock down to 7 again. Swift.
Oh, house call. It's a race to the goal line. Oh, dragged down at the 3.
Out of bounds with a first down and goal.
The left guard, Landon Dickerson. Watch the push over here. Watch him get
They have emasculated the Vikings with this run.
play up. It's a continuation of Man, this guy is a good-looking back in a crowded backfield. Back in Philadelphia, where he grew up.
How's that not taunting?
Got to be fired up for the night he's having.
165 on the night, 43 on that. Through the middle, pushing his way toward the goal line. First and goal.
Timeout, Vikings.
No man's land. They've got their timeouts. You use them. What do you do at this particular point? They've got all three. It's second down and goal.
You've accepted at this point there's going to have to be an onside kick somewhere.
In a hard place right now. I'll tell you what. Look, we've talked about it all night long. 252 yards on the ground. So the Eagles can beat you several different ways, obviously. And tonight they're doing it with a running game.
Yeah, and I think as a new play caller that's learning how to really find this new identity, everybody wants to see Jalen Hurts drop back and throw the football to Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown and Goddard and make big plays. And that's going to happen, obviously. And the zone read game and all those things are going to happen. Tonight, it's been about, you know what's working? 12 personnel with a back and 2 tight ends and pounded the line of scrimmage, and it's been effective. So it's not sexy.
No.
Nobody on the talk shows is going to be excited. They're going to be complaining, I'm sure, about something about the offense. But they went with what worked tonight. And if they punch it in, they're looking at a victory.
Second down and goal.
Just run it.
You have to win and be sexy. What can I tell you? To the outside.
Touchdown, Eagles. Just couldn't stop the run.
So they tuck the ball
2-score lead with 4:13 to go.
only 8 plays, 3.5 minutes to make it a 2-score game. $169 yards for Swift. In your fantasy league, you're thrilled. Elliott for the point after. 4:13 to play in the fourth.
It's only fitting that the young man who grew up, went to high school here at St. Joe Prep, is having this kind of night. And again, how great is that run? I mean, it's what it was, a 1 or 2 yard run, but it kind of shows what he's done all night. That play is designed to go right behind Jason Kelsey, is taken away, and this kid is showing you the vision and patience that he has. He's not just a guy that's going to catch the ball in the backfield. He shows you he can run the football. He's showing you.
I hate that song.
He's had a heck of a night. Good for him.
You know why I hate it? I've heard it way too much in my life. At my team's expense.
Okay. All right, yeah.
Al, you're on. Al, turn your mic back on.
Okay.
Oh, it's still on.
Some news updated. Of course, everybody knows about Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, it's about the Aaron Rodgers had his surgery today.
Prayers and support. Thanks to the great doctor Neil.
Well, it's good he's getting started on this now. I'm glad they didn't wait long to do the surgery.
Neil Elitrosh was the guy. I'm thinking about opening day injuries. People forget. You have Aaron, of course. You had Tom Brady in 08. First quarter for ACL. This is 08. Neil Elitrosh did the surgery. How'd that work out, by the way?
You're in good hands, Aaron.
Yes, you're very, very good hands.
Capable hands.
And Osborne with another drop. Not that it matters much now.
Destination in Boston because there's a little provinciality up there when it comes to medicine. And Tom Brady said, I got this young guy out in Los Angeles.
How about that?
And I'm going to him. And by the way, when Kobe Bryant tore his Achilles with the Lakers, Kobe at 11 o'clock that night was home and called Dr. Elitrosh and said, you got to do me tomorrow.
That's great background information. All of it for Aaron. Love to hear that. I'm sure the surgery went well, and can't wait to see him fight back to get ready for next year.
Oh, wow. I thought Slay had a pick and Jefferson snatched it away.
Hardly believe he gave up the complete
Obviously, this has to happen really quickly to have a chance.
These guys have been going back and forth. Slay's won a few. Got away with a little hold there at the top of the route, but somehow that ball gets in there to Cousins with a great throw.
Brandon Graham missed the sack. I think they're going to get a hold, though. Just go out of bounds, dude. God, the Vikings suck.
This offensive line has obviously had their hands full on the far right. Brian O'Neill going up against BG, Brandon Graham. One of the first times we've had a chance to call his name in his 14th year. Did he light up the room yesterday when he walked into that production meeting?
Always does.
I mean, how great is he? You know, I thought he really told a great story about the Achilles injury himself that he had at 21. And then to fight back last year, how determined he was to be a part of this franchise, and how grateful, honestly, he is at this stage of his career to try to get back to that Super Bowl and this time win it.
Screen on the 1st and 20.
Stays in bounds. Gets dragged down in bounds, really.
Zach Cunningham in on the tackle. Of course, you know, you have the Philly special in the Super Bowl against New England, and of course on the other side you had Graham's strip sack of Tom Brady to cement the game late. So there's a statue outside the stadium for the Philly special. There could be one for the
Yeah, Doug Peterson has a statue outside the stadium, which is hilarious to me.
Talking about that.
Cousins throws through the hands of Madison. 3rd and 15.
Big drop there. Fletcher Cox still playing. Speaking of veterans, that's what makes this Philadelphia team so I think dangerous. Is you have the combination, the ball goes right through his hands. Combination of guys like Graham and Cox and Sweat, these vets, with so many young players like Jalen Carter and Jacoby Dean.
Cousins going to be as sore as I am tomorrow.
William Smith.
Third and 15. Caught at the 35-yard line. Coming up 3 yards shy of the first down is TJ Hawkins.
4th and short, obviously. Go for it.
Vikings up to the line of scrimmage.
Clock running. He was tackled in bounds.
Play call. Still have 2 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. But half the
Need a touchdown here, Kirk.
Cousins fires.
Hawkinson. First down.
Hawkinson to keep it going. Ball in Philadelphia territory now at the 46.
Ticking down to the 2-minute warning. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, snap.
2 gets it off. Final play before the 2-minute warning.
Takes the short throw.
It's Madison
Makes a man miss.
to the 30-yard line, and that's where
Okay.
they pick up
They're at the
a
Eagles' 30.
first down
2-minute warning.
with 1:55 left in regulation. So what's upcoming? This is the beginning of week 2. The rest of week 2 looks like this. Some of the big games: Green Bay against Atlanta on Fox is the early game. Jordan Love coming off a big game in Chicago. Jets against the Cowboys.
Everyone's watching to see what you do.
Big win in Los Angeles.
Everyone's looking. This song never gets old.
That great rivalry Monday
Oh,
on ABC.
everyone's watching.
Your watch list.
Tonight. Everyone's trying to get it right.
Jones with Bill O'Brien.
Everybody's working for the weekend.
I think Mac Jones is going to
I wish it was the goddamn weekend already.
That's a team to look out for, kind of a forgotten team
No question.
in that division.
I really do.
Matt Patricia, who is
I really wish it was the weekend already.
offensive coordinator. Matt now here in Philadelphia as a special assistant. I'm sure he had a few little words of wisdom for the Philadelphia coaching staff going into last week's game.
No doubt. That was a heck of a game, actually.
It was. So 2 timeouts left for Minnesota.
Needs that quick strike, and off to his right is Justin Jefferson. Safety over top to help out to protect.
Flag. Madison.
Fumble, Eagles ball.
And the Eagles have
It's Madison's second fumble. There is a flag. I don't know if it was pre-snap on the defense. I think it was on the offense.
The bottom flag is down at just about the line of scrimmage.
I don't know if Philadelphia lined up off sides. It looked like they did. I think that might have been a free play.
Yeah.
It is on the Eagles. Offsides. God damn it, that would have sealed the game, fuckers. Boo.
Terry, we're talking about guys lining up in the neutral zone. It's more of a point of emphasis now than it used to be.
It is.
You know, as opposed to offensive linemen lining up offsides every fucking play last week.
I kind of think that the right tackle's a little far back, so maybe they could have offset those, but it is a foul for offside for sure.
A little yin and yang. First down and 5. Cousins over the middle, and that's broken up at the 2-yard line. And taking a shot there was Hawkinson with Justin Evans.
We're in NBA game territory again.
If you're a Vikings fan, you're wondering if it was too quick of a reaction, trying to hit that seam between the two safeties.
Here we go again. That bang-bang play that Terry's talking about before. Same thing.
Wow. Terry's giving a thumbs up. He says that's clean. Okay.
Second down and 5. Cousins, little shoulder shake, throws.
Well, Jefferson's at the 5.
Yard line, he goes. First
Hurry.
down and goal. Edmonds
You never know with that onside kick deal. You just never know.
Clock under a minute and a half.
Great throw.
Let's get it going.
The zone over the corner. That was Slay. Not playing man that time.
Every time you just want to give up on this game.
Right on a rope, and he's able to get it
Go,
over
go, 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 go.
in front of the safety.
You gots to go.
Blitz coming, pressure put on.
Touchdown, Vikings. They're going to have a chance.
Hawkinson.
T.J. Hawkinson scored. I want to drive too little too late, but like I said, you never know.
Yards, 10 plays in 3 minutes and 3 seconds.
Go for 2.
This game, they really may win this game.
I kid.
If I'm a Vikings fan, I know you're disappointed potentially if they end up losing this game.
Well, yeah, 0-2. There's just no good things about being 0-2. Offense looks good, but the run game is horrible, and the offensive line plays bad, but you can make big plays in the passing game. That's the only positive I'll give the Vikings in this game. Everything else sucked. So, yeah, it's a 6-point game. Onside kick, Tom. Ooh, I hope they get it. At this point, I hope they get it.
Carissa and the gang. Kaylee interviews the player of the game. Eagles go back to the basics. Jets versus Cowboys preview coming up right after the post-game show.
In all things considered, with Cousins, with this offensive line, and let's face it, he's working with his third left tackle, right? He's got 364 yards through the air, 4 touchdowns. They've done a nice job of competing, and he's shown his leadership and experience by trying to keep these guys in this game.
Potential onside kick, of course. You saw that graphic.
Well,
how
potential.
narrow it is, the kick.
No, I'd say it's a guarantee this is an onside kick.
I mean, in a way, you sort of have to do it. You got those 2 timeouts.
You have to.
You're gonna have to
Dude, you've got to kick onside here. Is Al Michaels fucking just that senile now?
You can pull 2 quick timeouts, but still, you can then run it down to a
Nah, with the way the Eagles have run the ball, and they're onside kicking it, look how he's setting the ball.
You see it set up for the onside kick here.
Eagles take a timeout.
And I got Philadelphia. They just wanted to see what the alignment was. Philadelphia. On the timeout.
First thing they went to do is check that ball. He doesn't have a T. I mean, maybe this is common with kickers, but usually you see a T. It's kind of propped up unusually for an onside kick. Here he just has the ball. Again, that's going back to your golf game. I know you're a scratch golfer. That's like you just hitting it right off the deck.
Cut to the footage of Al Michaels screaming at his golf balls.
These days I'm a healthy scratch. What'd I tell you?
Honestly, how many days of golf do you play?
Not many. These days, no. I'm working too. I'm like you. I'm working too hard at this job. I'm not doing 1,800 games, but you know. Anyway, let's see what happens here with which way he's going to go with this kick. The new rules, they got to line up even number of guys on both sides. You got 5 on his right, 5 on his left. Eagles have 6 guys up at the 45-yard line. 9 in your picture right there. Joseph comes forward, hop and a skip.
Eagles got it. Boo. No fun.
Smith, you put the good hands people out there on that particular play, and it pays off for them.
No fun to be had here.
The ball not being on the tee is a totally. Usually you see that and you wait for that third bounce and it pops way up into the air.
That ball just never bounced.
More of just trying to use a spin to make the ball take an unusual bounce, and it just obviously doesn't work out.
Giants 49er. Oh, I can't wait till next Thursday. If you're a masochist, tune in next Thursday night. I suppose I'll stream it.
Before he has to give it up, there's almost no time left on the clock. Not quite a victory formation as yet. Swift takes it. Swift gets to the 46-yard line. His huge night continues. 173 on the ground.
I wouldn't waste garbage time carries on a guy like Swift.
After 2 weeks, Philadelphia.
Penny or fucking Boston Scott could do it.
Vikings are.
Everybody knows you're about to line up and run the ball.
You know, the division, they play their next 3 Chargers at home at Carolina, Kansas City. They end the season against Detroit twice in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, I think it's looking at the Eagles. They're 2-0, and to be honest, doesn't it feel like they're kind of playing C+, B- football, and yet they're 2-0?
Yes.
You know, if they put it together, think about how dangerous they can be. I think they'll be very happy when they look back at these games. They're not pretty.
Minnesota's last time out. So the Eagles have at Tampa versus Washington, at the Rams, at the Jets versus Dolphins. Vikings have Chargers at Panthers, Kansas City at Chicago, and San Francisco.
They go to the Jets.
I'd say both teams don't have it easy. Tampa's tough. Rams are tough. Jets are tough. Dolphins are tough. So the Eagles really don't have it easy.
Disrupting the 3 turnovers last week, 4 turnovers.
But, like they said, despite being a B-/C+ team, they're about to be 2-0. They have to punt to the Vikings now.
4th down.
Schoolyard bullshit.
Play clock all the way down to around 15 seconds.
Schoolyard bullshit.
And leave the Vikings with next to nothing. Well, I'll say one thing. You know, I wanted to mention this earlier about Kirk Cousins. You know, he's got that albatross around his neck. Can't win in prime time. Not a lot of luck in postseason. If you saw that quarterback series,
I did.
You really had to. If you don't know him, you really had to come away admiring and really liking the guy. He and Patrick Mahomes and Mariota did that.
I enjoyed that.
It's a fucking false start, bro. That's a false start, bro.
A lot about all 3.
We did.
But we I think
start. Offense number 88. 5-yard penalty.
Not that it means much right now, but damn, it was a false start, and they took forever to call that.
at his age, he got hit more than any quarterback in the league last year. And to see, you know, how he
So, yeah, they took 2 seconds off the game clock waiting for that.
is pretty remarkable. See Goddard there moving, and now they will punt the football right at midfield.
Schoolyard bullshit. You're the Eagles here, don't you just punt it straight out of bounds?
What do you want me to do with this? Kick it out of bounds?
Kick it straight out of bounds.
Pooch punt it.
Saw what happened in the Jets game the other night. Anything's possible.
I want this game to end the way the game in the middle is the other night.
And Al Michaels makes the same reference I made.
Everybody kind of looking around going,
Minnesota did decline the 10-second runoff. It's 4th down.
Of course, Minnesota would decline the 10-second runoff. That makes sense.
Yeah, you're definitely going to deny the 10-second runoff in this particular situation. So Brandon Powell is back. We get an opportunity to do something with it.
That's a line drive.
Will. And can't go very far, though.
Didn't get far.
7 seconds.
Now it's time for schoolyard bullshit.
So one,
Eagles have 2 timeouts left. That's worth noting here.
which they had answered when they played in Buffalo last year. Remember that
Oh
game?
my God, yeah. Well, you know, Justin Jefferson is going to get all the attention of the Philadelphia defense. Those plays you're setting up the different laterals to try to throw the ball back, just keep the play alive here.
We could activate Case Keenum for the Minnesota Miracle here.
Where is Case Keenum these days? Somewhere not getting CTE on a weekly basis. That's where he's at.
Defensive foul.
And I mentioned the Eagles had 2 timeouts. They'll use 1. Fucking NBA shit here.
Philadelphia, they're second. 30 seconds.
This is the NBA. This is the last 2 minutes.
God.
It's a half an hour.
I've never seen a game be decided last this fucking long. I'm very tired.
I think the Stanford band is out on the field.
Stanford band. Bring out all the references. Al Michaels playing the hits. All right, schoolyard bullshit. Here we go. Come on, cousin, step up. Step up. Step up. God damn, they're just going for the fucking Hail Mary, bro. I don't know. I'd have tried some lateral shit. Anyway, game over. I'm going to bed. Eagles win unconvincingly, 34-28. Good night, gang.